Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O on Star 88.
I suppose we should get going.
Let's go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It is Wednesday, my dude.
Yeah, it is. It's Wednesday, my dudes.
Guess what? It is Wednesday, my dudes.
Yes, dude. I love that one, guys.
Welcome to the show, everybody. We're live from the Dreamstar Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Dex and Steve-O. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Elizabeth, David, Felicia, Thebes, what's up? Hanging out on Facebook Live.
Shout out to Julian on YouTube Live, who says, Buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias, senor.
Buenos dias.
We are 5 people away from 800 on our YouTube channel. Get there, subscribe now, youtube.com/star88fm. Please.
Get there, guys.
And thank you.
Yes, thank you so much.
You guys are totally bad to the bone.
We are.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Bad.
Yeah, youtube.com/star88fm. You can go watch the show right there on YouTube or Facebook Live.
Hey guys, it's Brett.
We got voicemails coming up, guys. We got voicemails. You guys can text into the show. What's that number?
505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483.
Phone lines are open if you'd like to call in. 505-338-3700. Give us a call. What's going on with you guys? If there's anything going on, maybe you got questions or something's going on in your life that you need some advice, we got a whole Starmy full of people that can help and
Just guide you through, bro.
That's right, man. That's right.
Just guide you through.
Yeah, Steve-O and I, we can't help you, but
No,
somebody out there.
we're hopeless.
Somebody out there can. We have. Yeah, we'll just end up, giving
Making
you
it worse.
terrible advice.
That's what we do.
Yeah. So how's everybody doing? Everybody hanging in there? It's Wednesday, my dudes, and man, this week is almost over. What happened, man? Oh yeah, we were gone on Monday. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, shout out to Anita in Maryland.
Maryland, what's up?
Yeah.
I bet it's so cold there right now. Oof.
Is it, though?
Oof. Oh, it seems like it would be.
It seems like it, but it's March, mid-March.
Yeah. Bill Peterson, he's up in New York, and he posts pictures every day, and it's a winter wonderland. Ugh. No, thank you. I like the snow, but I don't like the snow that much. Oof. Oh, thank you. Guys, we got a big show today. Coming up at 8 a.m., Jaden Thomas from the New Mexico Dream Center will be on. We'll see what they're up to.
By the way, it's 28 degrees in Maryland, where Anita is.
28 degrees.
Okay, you win.
What's the temp right now?
I'm checking. Checking our temp right now, yo.
We've had such a mild winter.
45 degrees here in the Albuquerque metro area, where
Yeah.
we're broadcasting from.
It snowed maybe, twice this winter, maybe?
Yeah. Tomorrow I'll be in Phoenix, where it's currently 59 degrees.
Gosh, man, I think that would be the perfect place to live during the wintertime.
Yeah, it's going to be a high of 70 tomorrow in Phoenix.
Oh,
Friday,
see?
74. Saturday, 70. Sunday, 68. Okay.
You know what?
I'm going to have a good weekend. You want to go with me?
Yeah, I think I want to move to Phoenix.
Ugh.
I'll deal with the hot
Nope.
for a few months, and then the
Hate the
rest
hot.
would just be smooth sailing.
45 is the high today out in Maryland. So, yeah.
That's cool.
I take the cold over the heat. My mom and sister live out in Phoenix area. We're going out there to hang out with them for the weekend and baseball tournament and spring training and all that fun, which is great right now. But we went out there last summer. It was 119 degrees.
Wow.
Like at least here, when the sun goes down on my side of town, that lonesome feeling come to my door. Okay, sorry, I got sidetracked. When the sun goes down and it's shaded, it's cool. like it's nice and cool. You walk outside at 11 o'clock at night in Phoenix, you get punched in the face with the heat.
That's so cool.
No, it's the opposite of cool, Cartman. It's so hot. It's still like 100 degrees. It's awful.
Yeah, I'm okay with that for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with that.
All right.
But you know what? If you've never been to Albuquerque, this actually is a perfect spot because you get 4 seasons.
Yeah.
You get, it's not too hot. We get
Mm-hmm.
around 100 degrees during the summertime. Spring and fall are beautiful. You got 70s. And then the winters, come on, 40s? Really? That's nothing. And it might drop down into the 20s. That's not a big deal, guys.
Writing this down. Our boy Pat in Las Cruces said I need to check out Vine while I'm in Tempe for their hot wings.
Oh, okay.
It's a tavern.
Is that a sign that we're getting old that we just talked for 5 minutes about the weather?
I don't think it's old. No, man.
That's what old people do.
Is that what old people do?
Yeah, of course they do.
They just talk about the weather?
Yeah, so how's the weather out there? It's been pretty mild here. I mean, there's a snow front moving in, but that's what you do when you get old. You talk about
Everyone's
politics
chiming
and weather.
in on that, though.
Yeah,
Young
'cause
and
they're all
old
old.
alike.
They're all
no,
old.
No, because here's the thing. I agree with Jarrett. We didn't get 4 seasons this year. We haven't gotten winter. It skipped us this year.
Kind of did. It kind of did.
On the flip side, Trey says we got all 4 seasons in one day. Am I right?
Yeah.
That's true.
Did you get snow the other day over the weekend? Oh, you weren't here. Never mind. You were in L.A. Well, no, Sunday did it snow? What time did you get back on Sunday?
Yeah, no, it didn't. I didn't get that. It rained.
Snow. It turned into. See, we're still talking about the weather. What the heck, guys?
Moving on.
It's just
Moving on.
It's like a part of you when you reach maybe like 35. You just start talking about the weather.
35.
Yeah, I think that's when I look back on my life. I think that's when I started talking about the weather all the time.
Okay. See, Thebes out in California says, "What are seasons?" Yeah.
What are seasons? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Here's the weather forecast.
Okay, thanks for chewing while you say that.
Oh man.
Time for weather.
That's not. Let's see what else we got on the show this morning. The top 5 lifestyle changes you should make before 40, Steve-O. It's almost here, man.
Ugh.
The big 40
I don't
is
want to talk
almost
about
here.
it. No, dude. Although, you know what? Who are we talking about this morning? Oh, Ellen DeGeneres. If you had to guess how old Ellen is, what would you say? I was reading an article this
43
morning.
years old.
I lost my mind.
37.
Right?
I honestly, when you told me how old she was, I almost didn't believe it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I would think she was in her 50s.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Tops. She's 60 years old.
Jeez.
Ellen.
Yeah, she doesn't look 60.
See? Anita, Felicia, everybody's chiming in like, no, yeah, she's 60.
Wow.
That's cool. She's
Wow.
60.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think she looks 60.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, Steve-O turns 40 this year, guys.
Okay.
The top 5 lifestyle changes you should make before 40.
Great.
You got to make these
You're going to help me.
before you turn the big 40.
Okay.
It's coming up in July, guys.
Do any of them have to do with food? Eating well? Because
Yes.
it's not going to happen.
Of course.
I'm telling you guys right now.
Of course. Would you like me to give you a couple of them?
No. Yes. Running out of time.
Yeah, I know. We got to get on this. I don't know where it went. Where did it go? There it is. You need to quit smoking. I need you to stop smoking. He doesn't smoke.
But I have a great smoker's cough. I can't even do it.
Yeah. That was
Quit
on the list.
smoking.
Quit
Okay.
smoking. You know what? You're right. That's a good one on the list because if you're smoking and you're almost 40, ugh. Oh. Let's see. I'll give you one more here. Stop pigging out, man.
Nope.
You need to stop. You need the portion control plate.
Nope.
Talk to Buck about that next time he's
Okay.
in.
Last night, I grilled burgers for dinner. I had a double burger. I always make myself a double burger. but I was in charge of buying the groceries for some reason because Chrissy forgets that I don't know how to do anything. So I bought a 10-pack of patties instead of just getting like ground beef because I was being lazy yesterday. So I had to grill 10 patties, but there's only 5 of us in the family. I was like, well, this can't go to waste.
Yeah.
So I had a double burger. I had a big old thing of fries. And that was good.
How about a bun? Did you use a bun?
Of course.
Ugh.
And then for dessert,
What did Chrissy
I had a
have?
giant bowl of Fruit Loops.
Did Chrissy do the lettuce wrap?
And about 45 minutes later, I was like, I'm making another double burger.
Gee, what, another one?
Yeah.
You piggy. You Ziggy
I had
Piggy.
2 double burgers,
You're a Ziggy Piggy.
giant bowl of Fruit Loops last night.
Gosh.
It was really good.
No.
Yeah.
No, man.
Yeah.
I actually, for the first time, had a drink of, well, I can't say it's the first time because I went to McDonald's
I was
last
going to
month.
say, you're a whiskey guy.
No. I had a drink of,
Calling me out for fake smoking.
my son Landon opened up it was an Orange Crush soda. And I looked over and I said, give me a drink of that. And I took.
Did you hear
yeah,
that?
that was your stomach.
That was
I heard
my
that.
stomach.
It was grumbling. I said Orange Crush soda. and
Yeah,
your stomach
dude.
went,
Oh, yes. Give me all of the sugar.
guys, I've been off sugar for 2.5 months now, and I took
did
a
it
sip
taste?
of that, and
How did
it
it
was
taste?
so
Yeah.
glorious. I'm telling you.
Are you a Sunkissed or an Orange Crush guy?
Sun Kiss?
Does it matter?
But it doesn't really matter.
I love both. I love both.
When you kick the sugar, guys, and then you go back and you try it, it is so amazing. I
Yeah.
can't even begin to tell you. Your brain lights up. You just run around
'Cause
going,
it's like,
"Ah!"
yeah, see, it's your natural like crack cocaine. It's
Yeah.
terrible for you.
It's so
awful.
bad.
We've established this. You can't go back. However, I'll never leave you, sugar.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm sorry, guys. I can't. We'll talk about it. These things that I need to kick before 40, but I'm telling you right now, not going to happen.
Yeah, you guys can add to the list as well.
Not gonna-
505-585-LIVE. What else we got going on this morning?
I got some big news on the ginormousest video game in the history of ever.
Okay.
I'm just going to say the word, and children everywhere are going to lose their minds. Fortnite.
It's taking over the world, guys.
Yeah.
Everybody's playing it.
it. Jack and Luke do.
That's all that I do.
It's like my friends hit me up over the weekend. I had 2 different friends who don't even know each other hit me up and go, "Hey, bro, are you on Fortnite?" I'm like, "No, I'm not." "Oh, dude, you're missing out."
Yeah, you are.
Let's get on Fortnite. We could play together. I'm like,
So Fortnite is it's like Hunger Games. That's how that's what it's kind of like because
it's like Hunger Games.
they drop you off on this island. You parachute out of a plane.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Onto
I've
an
never
island.
played it so
and it's this giant island. So you can drop wherever you want on the island. And then you go around scavenging weapons and wood and bricks so you can build.
Okay.
And
So it's like Minecraft.
yeah, you get ammo and stuff. But you have to, when you die, you're out of it.
Right.
And you got to start, you don't stay in the game like some games. You're like completely wiped out. But there's, for I think the first 3 minutes, you have to get to a certain area in the island. And once you get there, you're safe, but then the clock will start ticking again. And so you have another 3 minutes, and it gets smaller and smaller until there's 100 people in each round until you're the last person standing. And it's amazing to watch. I hate watching people play video games. YouTube Fortnite and watch people play it. It's fun to watch.
I watched my kids watch that.
Yeah, I
Which,
love
by
watching
the
my
way, Sam
kids.
chimed in and said, "I thought that was PUBG, which is Player Unknown Battleground, and this is the same thing as
Yeah,
Fortnite."
Fortnite stole, I guess, everything from
Yep.
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what everybody says. That's what Landon told me. Yeah, Fortnite, they stole everything and made it better.
We've had multiple people chiming in asking why we're not talking about Stephen Hawking, or have we even heard about Stephen Hawking?
The voice that I use is a very old hardware speech synthesizer made in 1986. I keep it because I have not heard a voice I like better, and because by now I have identified with it.
Stephen Hawking passed away. We'll talk about it coming up in the headlines.
Yeah.
He did. Oh, let's see. What else we got going on? Let's do a good news story, huh?
Oh,
Good news, ladies and gentlemen.
Good news is good news, and the good news is
I've got good news and good news.
Pretty good.
Put some good in your morning.
Good news, there's a monkey jumping on houses in the neighborhood.
Girl in Tennessee named Sydney. Hello, Sydney. Sorry.
Okay.
Recently tried to text her friend a photo of a dress she was thinking of buying for her high school formal. But she accidentally sent it to the wrong number. Another Tennessee resident named Tony Wood got the text. And instead of just ignoring it, he texted a photo back of his kids, all giving the dress a big thumbs up. One of Sydney's friends ended up posting screenshots of the back and forth on Twitter, and it went viral over the weekend. When Tony found out his 5 kids in the picture were suddenly internet famous, he posted a shout out to his 4-year-old son, Keisler? Mm-hmm. He's the only one of Tony's 6 kids who wasn't in the photo, because it turns out he was at a clinic getting chemo. He's been battling leukemia, and Tony just wanted to make sure he felt included. But then someone online found a GoFundMe page that Tony created back in 2015 to help pay for Keisler's treatments. And that went viral.
Wow.
The original goal, he said, was $10,000. And it's not clear how much he raised before all this started. But it looks like most of the donations have happened the last few days. And last we checked, the total was more than $40,000. All because of this girl who texted the wrong person about her high school formal.
That's pretty amazing.
Right?
Yeah.
That's really cool. This one's for you. We were born a fighter.
Okay.
I wish life was like that. I hope when we get to heaven, it's like a musical. We just bust out into song, and like the music starts playing, and we're just go into it, man.
I don't know, man.
I would love that. And I'm not a musical fan, but if I got to be a part of it, it'd be pretty cool.
Like 24/7?
I don't know, not 24/7, but
Just like random, kind of like La La Land?
yeah.
So not like Evita.
Yeah.
More La La Land.
Yeah.
Okay. Gosh, I hated that movie.
Maybe you could only do 2 songs like a week or something. Maybe that's
2 songs a week?
yeah, because you don't want it to be all the time.
Okay, no, La La Land's kind of all the time. It's like every 10 minutes they're busting out into something.
See, that's more like hell to
Which
me.
I didn't mind. Yeah. No, that's, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
The ending is what I hate. It's the worst.
I won't watch that movie.
Don't watch it.
Won't do it. Won't do it, man. It's pretty cool. You know, all you people out there that make fun of technology, well, looky there. Looky there. Great things happen because of technology.
Yeah.
Prayers going out to that family and that little boy.
Yeah, absolutely. Thebes said that there is no such thing as coincidence, bro. So, really rad story.
Amen. Amen.
Down with that. I agree.
Also, if you guys ever need prayer or anything like that, you guys can always hit us up. You know, that's what's cool about Facebook Live and YouTube Live is we got a whole community of people just chiming in throughout the show. And if you guys ever need anything, just, you know, throw it out there on Facebook Live or on YouTube or text into the show and let us know what's going on so we can put it out there. We got a whole, like we said, we got a whole starmy of people, a bunch of prayer warriors out there. Gosh, it's going to be a great day. I just know it.
Yeah.
505-585-LIVE. Feel free to text into the show. Feel free to call the live line as well and leave a voicemail. We got some new voicemails to check coming up. Hey, don't let me forget. I wrote it down, but we got to call Olive in Ireland on Thursday because we're not going to be here on Friday.
Oh, that's right.
So we got to call our girl Olive because St. Patrick's Day is coming up on Saturday. All right, we got to take a quick break from the Dreamstar Remodeling Stardia Studios. When we come back, we'll do a round of headlines. It's next.
Paradise Village, a power partner for Star 88. From pre-wiring a new home theaters, to systems ran with smartphones. Integrated systems and security camera installations. Located at 4205 San Mateo Boulevard Northeast in Albuquerque, or online at ParadiseVillageNM.com. Paradise Village, 505-881-6375. That's 505-881-6375. They're not interested in finding customers, but creating relationships. Paradise Village for their financial support.
Star 88 thanks Jake Canales at Doorway Home Loans for becoming a power partner. Jake Canales at Doorway Home Loans provides VA, FHA, USDA, and conventional home loans for purchase and refinance mortgages. Jake Canales, Doorway Home Loans, 505-261-5138. Doorway.com/Jake-Canales. Jake Can. Philippians 4:13. NMLS number 310617. Doorway Home Loans, a DBA of International City Mortgage Incorporated. NMLS number 222730.
A solar flare from David Jeremiah. We don't need more religion. What we need is more of Jesus. Star 88.
Now, a Star 88 PowerPoint. Here's Francis Chan.
Every breath is a gift from him. Like he didn't promise me one more. He had to give that to me. There's a being in heaven right now surrounded by 100 million angels, and he determines whether or not I live through this message. I mean, he determines whether or not you live through this message and whether you ever walk out of this arena. It's all up to him. That's why these angels are saying we wouldn't even be alive. Even the angels are dependent on him. 1 Timothy says that he alone is immortal. That means all life comes from him. So there's this one being on the throne that's made all of us. And we're breathing right now because he lets us. And all those angels that are worshiping him right now, every breath comes from him. And they're praising him because they recognize we wouldn't even be here without him.
That was Francis Chan on Star 88 with a PowerPoint.
What's going on in the news today?
Rex Tillerson will exit the State Department.
My commission as Secretary of State will terminate at midnight, March the 31st.
1 month to the day since the Parkland school shooting, students from across the country are expected to walk out of their schools at 10 a.m. in each time zone for 17 minutes. 1 minute for each of the 17 victims killed at Marjory Stoneman Douglas. The event is being organized by Women's March Youth, the same group behind the massive women's marches seen after the inauguration of President Trump.
Trump is in Southern California to talk up a key topic during his campaign, a border wall.
You know, for the people that say no wall, if you didn't have walls over here, you wouldn't even have a country.
Consumer side prices rose at a weaker 0.2%. This follows word that wages also rose at a slower pace in February compared to the prior month. A big wage gain in January sparked inflation worries and kicked off the sell-off, leading to the first stock market correction in over 2 years.
Portable chargers sold by Amazon are being recalled. There have been 53 reports of overheating. One customer was burned by battery acid. 260,000 Amazon Basics chargers are affected. You can contact Amazon for a full refund.
Good morning. We're live from the Dreamstar Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Dex and Steven. Thanks for joining us. And make sure you join us on April 1st. We'll be out at UNM Stadium for sunrise service. The Easter invasion, guys. Kids, tell your parents about it. Parents, mark it on your calendars. It's we kick things off at 6:30 a.m., and so we'll be entertaining you guys for about an hour, and then Easter sunrise service kicks off at 7:30 at UNM Stadium. A message from Pastor Skip Heitzig, and I'm sure battle drums. It's going to be a lot of fun. You guys can be a part of the show. Facebook.com/star88fm. Also, YouTube. Did we hit our goal? Did we, where are we at? How many do we need to get to 800?
That's a good question. I'll go left.
Guys, go subscribe. I think we need just a few people.
Yeah.
To reach our 800 goal.
Nope.
All right. We need 3 more?
Yeah.
3 people out there need to go subscribe to Star 88FM on YouTube so we can hit the goal. Make it happen, guys. You can watch the show right there at YouTube or Facebook. Coming up at 8, we got Jaden Thomas from New Mexico Dream Center. He'll be joining us. You guys can text into the show as well, 505-585-LIVE. Let's do some headlines.
Well, early Wednesday morning, Stephen Hawking passed away. He was 76 years old. He was at home in Cambridge, England. His family issued a statement saying, quote, "He was a great scientist and an extraordinary man whose work and legacy will live on for many years. His courage and persistence with his brilliance and humor inspired people across the world. He once said it would not be much of a universe if it wasn't home to the people you love. We will miss him forever." He was one of the most famous scientists in the world, despite suffering from a neurological disease that left him unable to speak or use his limbs. And Eddie Redmayne won an Oscar for playing him in the movie The Theory of Everything. He was not only a famous scientist, but he was just famous on television, too. He was on The Simpsons, Futurama, Star Trek, quite a few episodes of The Big Bang Theory. That's how I know him. I always thought he was just a celebrity.
Yeah, you know what? A lot of people probably think that.
Yeah, I was like, dude, that is really cool that The Simpsons had the inventor of the speak and spell on their cartoon.
If you were sitting in a chair for 40 years, you'd get bored too. Gotta go. Ciao.
Okay.
He also wrote the best-selling book, A Brief History of Time. A friend and fellow scientist says that Hawking once told him it was the least read, most bought book ever. So,
wow,
he had quite the sense of humor.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah.
He likes jokes, man. He likes jokes.
I wish. Okay.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Today is March 14th, and I'm currently looking around at what's happening. It is a national walkout day, guys. I don't know if everybody's up to speed on this, but in case you don't know, here's what you need to know. It is the 1-month anniversary of the deadly shooting at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School, and some are choosing to walk out of their class as a way to pay tribute to the 17 people killed in the Parkland massacre. Thousands of students and teachers are planning to walk out of the classrooms today as part of the hashtag Enough National School Walkout. It's to raise awareness about issues of school safety, the impact of gun violence. It was organized by Women's March Youth Empower. It's supposed to happen at 10 a.m., and it's supposed to only last 17 minutes, 1 minute for each of the victims. Not sure how this is going to go, to be honest.
Did you see the picture of the, 14,000 shoes in front of the Capitol building yesterday?
No.
Yeah, it represented every kid that had been killed in a school shooting. And it
Ever?
Yeah, it was crazy to see
14,000
shoes.
Over the course of
I think so, yeah.
nation's history?
I think
Okay.
it was nation's history.
Yeah.
It was insane.
The walkouts to commemorate the 1 month anniversary of the shooting. The suspected shooter was indicted last week on 17 counts of first degree premeditated murder, 17 counts of first degree attempted murder. And so, 1 minute for each person killed in the Florida school shooting. Who's participating? That's the good question. Not every school is on board with this. There are schools that have said, hey, if you guys walk out, you're going to get in trouble. Of course, those schools are being slammed in the news coverage saying, this needs to happen, but it doesn't necessarily, quote, need to happen in every school. So the schools are saying, nah, man, we're going to conduct business as usual.
Wouldn't that be a good opportunity, though, for teachers to, maybe organize and make sure that it's done safely and properly? Because that's one of our rights as Americans.
I definitely understand what you're saying, but it's also the right of a school district or a business to say, hey, if you participate in that during work/school hours, you're going to get suspended. You can't just walk out of a classroom. Right. So it's a good exercise in all parties. Like, you want to talk about our freedoms and our rights? Well, right on. But if you walk out of the class in the middle of class and it's not planned, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. Needville Independent School District, the superintendent posted saying, hey, man, if you guys participate in this demonstration during school hours, you will be suspended. Time Magazine actually reached out to the superintendent about whether it still stands, but they did not hear back from him. The school district said that there's a movement attempting to stage walkouts, disruptions of the school through social media or other social outlets. Be advised that the Needville ISD will not allow a student demonstration during school hours for any type of protest or awareness. Should you choose to do so, you will be suspended from school for 3 days and face all consequences that come along with an out-of-school suspension. Life is all about choices, and every choice has a consequence, whether it be positive or negative. We will discipline no matter if it's 1, 50, or 500 students involved.
Jeez.
All will be suspended for 3 days, and parents' notes will not alleviate the discipline.
3-day suspension? Is that a little harsh?
Dude.
Just for walking out?
Yeah.
Would you get that if it was just a normal day at class and you just walked out of school? Would you get a 3-day suspension?
I mean, I have no idea.
I would think you wouldn't.
People are also asked to wear orange, which is associated with gun violence prevention, or stage workplace walkouts for 17 minutes. The Women's March organizers are also suggesting that people take time to register to vote with that 17 minutes. So,
kind of curious
to the 16-year-old students. Hey, 16-year-old students, listen. This is the time, you guys.
Yeah.
To just register to vote in 2 years.
What do you guys think about this, Stormy? Real quick, just rattle it off on Facebook or YouTube.
On Facebook, Paul says, not to sound like a jerk, but how does this actually honor the victims? It just disrupts the school day and really accomplishes nothing. Jarrett says, whoa, consequences for actions? What a thing to teach kids. Yeah.
And again, I guess the demands, if you're participating, this is what they want Congress to do. They want to ban assault weapons, require universal background checks before gun sales, and pass a gun violence restraining order law that would allow courts to disarm people who display warning signs of violent behavior.
Okay.
So that is what they are protesting.
Foster says, not trying to be funny or anything, but what if your school is on spring break?
Yeah, some kids are on spring break. Okay.
My kids aren't out for a couple more weeks, but if you're interested, if you need to know, or maybe you're a parent and you're like, I don't know if my kid's school is planning this, womensmarch.com /enough. There's a map. It will show what school in the nation. Man, a majority of them are East Coast. Look at this. I mean,
wow.
Yeah, it gets more to the west, like especially the Midwest area, and it's just like, not me, man. Not me.
Yeah,
I'm here to
Montana.
learn. Yeah, there's like 3 in the entire state of Texas. Like, nah, man. So it's just interesting to see. So maybe you're a student. We want to know: are you going to be part of this quote peaceful protest?
Lucy says, "Heck yeah, I'm walking out."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So somebody said they're planning to walk out here at the schools in town, but I'm wondering how this is going to change anything. What is the benefit of doing this? I don't know. Yeah. People are chiming in left and right. Somebody said can't be our nation's history. There would be thousands more due to the Civil War. It was since Sandy Hook.
Since the 15,000 shoes?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was 7,000.
Oh, jeez. Fake news. My bad.
Gosh. There were 43
million
shoes on the Capitol steps, guys, to honor.
There were more shoes than grains of sand on the beach.
Lost since 2018. What? Yeah, no, that's what I read.
Pass it on, guys.
I saw it on Facebook.
Yeah.
7,000 pair of shoes.
There were more shoes than stars in the sky.
Okay. Are we being insensitive?
No.
Gun violence is absolutely devastating and heartbreaking. But I also wonder what this is going to do. I'm with everybody else. It's like, okay, I remember there was somebody said, can I walk out of my job? Sure. Be prepared.
Yeah.
Maybe ask before you do if you can go on your 15 and then stage it as your walkout. Because let's be honest.
All right, well, some are participating, some aren't.
Somebody said, let's just hope that no one feels like shooting anyone that day. You know, since everyone is going to be outside in one spot wearing orange. Sadly, yeah. Somebody else said, this is called ditching, and you will still be suspended on a normal day. Yeah. Trey says there's no benefit. Kids are just finding a way to get out of school. There are better ways to get our voices heard. Carl says they're telling the adults in their lives to do something to protect them. So that's why. Yeah.
All right. And again, this isn't a protest to take away guns. That's the thing. Like, they're not going to take your guns away. That's not why people are protesting. You know what I'm saying?
They're protesting. Well, they're showing a sign of solidarity, saying, hey, we stand with everyone saying we need gun reform.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Right.
Sure. Moving on.
They're not going to take away your Second Amendment rights, okay?
Okay.
It's not going to happen.
Oh, man. Oh. Ugh. Here we go. Gosh, it got political fast on the old Facebook and social media. Moving on fast. Hurry, fast, guys.
My computer's frozen.
Next.
Okay.
I don't know what to talk about.
Next.
Today is March 14th, 3/14, which it's not just ditch your school day for something you're not even sure you believe in yet. It's also National Pie Day because pi starts with 3.14. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I thought it was like...
No. But according to a new survey, 55% of Americans say they are planning to celebrate Pie Day. 43% celebrate by eating actual pie.
Yes.
Others, pizza.
Yes.
Pie. Or another circular food. Speaking of circular food, donuts count as circular food. We're here until 10 if anybody wants to bring us some donuts.
No, I can't have that.
I'll eat them all. I can eat them. Come on, man. Just one?
Nope.
Come on, just
Can't,
one.
man. I had a drink
Boston
of orange soda
cream.
last night.
My favorite donut!
Can't, man.
16% of people will post about it on social media, and 15% go for a 3.14 mile run. There you go. I'll eat all the donuts. You go for a 3.14 mile run. Yeah?
No.
Okay.
No, I can't.
I just don't even want to move on to the next thing yet. But I'll go here.
You can save it for later
All
if you
right.
want.
Kids, what are you going to do with that 17 minutes that you walk out today? As you talk about wanting gun reform? You're going to play Fortnite. Let's be honest. You're going to play Fortnite.
Gosh, don't say that, man. You get me all like, I want to leave and go play right now.
Oh, my gosh. See, I was going to say hypocritical much? Maybe. I don't know. It's because the video games and their violence and the guns. Well, I've got good news for everybody who is cracked out for Fortnite. If you don't know what Fortnite is, it's just about the most popular video game in the history of ever, at least in this 5 minutes. Epic Games has announced they are letting people enter to get an invite to play Fortnite on your iPhone. That's right, my friends. Fortnite iOS signups begin today. If you go to the Epic Games website, you can register if you want to play it on your mobile device. It is currently iOS exclusive, but they're going to port it across to Android at some point. Here's the crazy thing. The iOS exclusive ports or supports cross-platform play. So you can play with people who are playing on PC, PS4, and Xbox.
I wish that
What?
I wish that Xbox and PS4 would do that.
Gosh.
I wish we could play against each other.
It's important to note that you have to have an iPhone 6S or later to play the game.
Yes.
If you're not familiar with Fortnite, it's basically 100 people.
It's Hunger Games.
Yeah. They drop you on a map. You got to find guns. You got to find gear. You fight to survive until there's only one person left. A couple days ago, shout out to Luke Jeter, my 12-year-old, who was the last man standing.
That's impressive, man.
Out of 100 people.
I still haven't done it yet.
He was number one, and I was like, dude, I should have taken a picture of it.
Yeah.
I didn't. That was bragging rights right there. Bragging rights right there.
Good job, Luke.
There you go. Anyways, I will say that we have both already registered, and we'll let you know as soon as we get the email invites. So if you'd like to, epicgames.com for the free app.
Sick, man, sick.
Yeah. People are freaking out. Fortnite in all caps. Somebody said I'm going to celebrate today by saying every digit in pi. Yeah. Yep. Moving on. With the fighter jet position behind him, President Trump suggested yesterday that the United States needs to create another military branch.
My new national strategy for space recognizes that space is a warfighting domain, just like the land, air, and sea. We may even have a space force. We'll develop another one. Space Force. We have the Air Force, we'll have the Space Force. We have the Army, the Navy. You know, I was saying it the other day because we're doing a tremendous amount of work in space. I said, maybe we need a new force. We'll call it the Space Force. And I was not really serious. And then I said, what a great idea. Maybe we'll have to do that. That could happen.
He is...
Yeah! Space Force!
The other day I was talking to myself and I wasn't really serious about it, but then I thought about it. I said, what a great idea.
You know what?
Me?
Space Force.
What a great idea, my brain. The proposed Space Corps would absorb the duties of the U.S. Air Force Space Command, a unit inside the Air Force that currently supports most of the country's military operations in space and already employs about 36,000 people across more than 130 sites in the world. So we already have one of those, Mr. President. The division collects space professionals throughout the government into one place, and they're okay, moving on.
No, man. If there is a chance that I can sign up for Space Force, I'm doing it.
Space is a warfighting domain.
We want you to join Donald Trump's Space Force! Yeah!
He's seen all the movies and can make sweet laser noises with his own mouth. Donald Trump's Space Force!
Just like the land, air, and sea. Space Force.
Join Donald Trump's Space Force! And help build a wall around Earth to protect us from the worst Mars has to offer.
That could happen.
And explore the black hole that is the president's mouth.
We have the Air Force, we'll have the Space Force.
Got it, Donald. It's a force, but in space.
Space Force! So what a great idea. Maybe we'll have to do that.
Oh, yeah, baby. It's happening.
We'll go with the Space Force, Space Force. The Space Force, Space Force.
We've lost all dignity on this planet, so why not take it galactic? Donald Trump's Space Force!
Where do I sign? A wall around the world?
Oh, man. I love everything about that. I love everything about that.
Space Force!
Sadly, Sam, no, that wasn't Alec Baldwin. That was real audio. That really happened. I wasn't being funny. That was our president talking about the Space Force. Not to be confused with Space Jam.
I was saying the other day. I said maybe we need a force. We'll call it Space Force. And then I said, what a great idea.
Yeah, I wasn't really taking it seriously, and then I thought, wow, what great idea, myself.
Maybe we'll have to do that.
Oh, man, my brain is so great. It's just so great. Moving on. Speaking of great. Pearl Jam released a new song yesterday! The higher, the farther, the faster you fly. You may be rich. It's called You Can't Deny Me.
No.
Oh, Pearl Jam.
Oof.
What? I love Pearl Jam. I love Pearl Jam.
I know, that's why I put this story in there, because I knew you'd freak out. I think it sounds terrible.
What?
Everything after 10 was terrible, in my opinion. Sorry, man.
Are you being stupid right now?
I'm dead serious. I never liked Pearl Jam after 10. That was one of the greatest albums of all time. But after that, I'm sorry. I don't like it.
Did you listen to Vitology?
Yeah.
Did you listen to Versus? Yeah. Are you crazy right now?
You know, man, I don't know. I just didn't do anything for me. Sorry.
No album after 10?
Nah, nothing. Sorry, man.
Oh my gosh, you are out of your mind.
No.
I don't even want to do this show with you anymore.
I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
I'll play the song again.
The higher, the farther, the faster you fly.
That sounds terrible. I don't get it. I'm sorry. I just don't get it. I get Once Upon a Time.
No, don't get me wrong. You're talking about one of the more instrumental albums in my entire life. I get it. 10 was pivotal.
But you love everything.
I mean, I love everything about that era. Are you kidding me? That was a good time. That's a little later, actually. That's a few years later.
Oh, well.
That didn't come until way later.
It's just our
talking
rejoin
about
music.
talking about like 10 and like Nirvana Nevermind and like
I gotcha.
Soundgarden.
It's just time to go to break.
Super Unknown, probably. Actually, that was more like, okay, sorry.
All right, we got to go to break. You can text into the show, 505-585-LIVE. You can also join us and be a part of our YouTube channel. Did we hit our goal yet? Come on, man.
Okay.
We had to have hit 800.
Why you gotta keep bugging me, yo?
Where are we? Did we hit it?
No.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
800. Woo! Thank you.
That wasn't
Good
our
job.
goal, though. Come on.
We need to get to 1,000. That's our goal, really. All right. Go to youtube.com/star88fm and you can watch the show. Also, Facebook Live. We love you, too. Thank you so much. You can go watch the show right now. Facebook.com/star88fm. We'll be right back.
This is a hotspot with Skip Heitzig. Let's get rolling.
If you're trying to prove to them you're as cool as they are, as inclusive as they are, I don't think lowering our standard or compromising our position or watering down the gospel is going to attract or make an impact.
Such a paradox to be a believer in this strange world. As Skip says,
you're loved by God, but you are not a local. You're a foreigner. You don't belong here. You're an outsider, or in the words of Jesus, you are in this world, but what? Not of the world.
Hotspot We cannot afford to lose our grip on our real identities.
And when we forget who we are, we start living like perpetual citizens of earth rather than eternal citizens of heaven.
Find Skip's full teaching library through the Bible at connectwithskip.com. Finally, here's a sign from Jesus that points to real love.
If you're going to live a godly life on the outside, begins by living a godly life on the inside.
I'm Daniel, and it's time to get in the techno. 20 years! StarCraft is turning 20 years old this month. On March 31st, the space-based real-time strategy game crosses into its 20s. Only 5 more years until the car insurance rate drops, and now halfway to the midlife crisis. Blizzard, the game's developer, is inviting you to join in on the celebration of this epic milestone alongside the iconic characters like Jim Raynor, Sarah Kerrigan, and Zeratul. To celebrate, each game that Blizzard produces will be offering an exclusive in-game bonus or prize. For example, if you log into Diablo 3, you can win a battle cruiser pet. Yamato cannon not included. Get all the details at starcraft2.com/SC20. That's a hard URL. I'm Daniel, and now you're in the techno on Star 88.
Unauthorized transmission.
This is KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, New Mexico's fresh alternative. Star 88. It's the Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, well, it's amazing, and I love it.
Good news, ladies and gentlemen.
Good news is good news, and the good news is...
I've got good news and good news.
Pretty good.
Put some good in your morning.
Good news,
there's a monkey jumping on houses in the neighborhood.
Here's the headline. A guy's coworkers donated over 3,000 hours of overtime so he could stay home with his sick son.
Wow. Don't yell. You're going to have to start using my vocal coach thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
This guy's dealt with more than his fair share of tragedy, but his coworkers are doing everything they can to make things easier on him. A 36-year-old factory worker in Germany named Andreas Graf lost his wife over a year ago. Apparently, she had a heart condition. And if that wasn't enough, their 3-year-old son, Julius, was fighting leukemia when it happened. Andreas used all of his vacation time to stay with Julius in the hospital, but it wasn't enough. So he either had to go back to work or lose his job. But then his HR manager talked to his coworkers, and they came up with a plan to save his job by donating their own overtime pay.
Never surrender.
That's crazy, man.
The factory has about 650 employees, and every single one of them helped out. They donated a total of 3,265 hours, or about 18 months worth of time.
Wow. You were born a fighter.
The company let Andreas take all of it as paid time off. So he got to be with his son while he went through chemo and still got his normal paychecks.
Oh my gosh, this is the best thing I've ever heard.
Now his son is doing better. He just turned 5 last month and should be well enough to go to preschool soon. How cool is that?
Dude.
650 employees donated all of their overtime pay. Can you donate maybe a few hours?
Nope.
Okay.
No, because if I donate time to you, then you're going to take the time off. But then what am I going to do? Because when you take time off, I go home too.
That's true.
And if I take time off, you go home.
That's true. Maybe I could talk to somebody else.
Let's talk to other people who never takes time off around here.
We're pretty much the only ones that work here, except
That's
for like
true.
Daniel and Heidi.
I was like,
Andrew.
I can't remember anybody else's names on campus.
Yeah, well,
we don't really talk to a lot of people here, guys. You know, we're like the stars, so we'll get here early in the morning. Nobody else is here, and then
no, they don't allow us to walk around.
You know, when we're done, it's like, oh, we got to sneak out the back exit.
That's not true at all.
Our body doubles walk out the front doors. Paparazzi follows them. So we can slide
You're so
into our
stupid.
cars and get out of here. It's like, oh, guys, fans, am I right? Oh, who has the time?
That's so cool.
I know. It is so cool, Cartman.
Gosh, man, how
Yeah.
cool is that? I've
That's
never
pretty much the
heard of that
coolest story in the
happening.
world.
I've never. You know what? It's in Germany. Do they allow that in America?
Probably not.
Yeah.
That's why it's such a great story.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
To be a German, man, I tell you what. To live there, it's probably just freedom everywhere, guys, over there in Germany.
Yeah.
You probably get to do whatever you want. Probably, you know, you have a vision, a dream, and you just make it happen over there in Germany. I bet that's what that country's like.
Mm-hmm.
You can donate all your overtime to your
That's right.
friends who have sick family members. And
That's
time off.
actually the backstory of the original Die Hard. Hans Gruber, German. He just wanted to stay home with the sick kid. But back then, companies didn't have that policy in Germany.
Oh, wow.
So he had to go hold up the Nakatomi building.
Is that why he did it?
So that he could stay home with his kid.
Oh, my gosh.
And Bruce Willis ended up throwing him out of the building.
Well,
like the 50th floor.
I feel like if Hans would have explained the situation,
Yeah, I mean,
maybe
he tried.
things could have gotten
He tried.
worked out.
So,
Press 1 to send a voicemail.
Good morning. You there?
Good morning.
Hi.
I am.
Hi.
Welcome.
Is this the radio station?
It is. Is this the girl?
Hi, Steve. It's Ashley Webb.
Hey, how's it going?
It always surprises me. I'm sorry.
That's
Hey,
okay.
Unfortunately, my mom had cancer, and y'all were talking about the guy's work,
Yeah.
donating hours. Teachers do that all the time for each other.
No way!
That's so cool.
Uh-huh.
I knew America
Yeah,
was
so
great.
She had a year. Yeah.
That's cool.
She had a year of hours donated, and it's just their extra vacation time because they have so many weeks that they can take that they just gave extra days worth.
Wow.
And it was the whole school district did it for teachers all the time that had issues like that. So
That's pretty cool.
Oklahoma City, yeah,
That's
very.
really cool. Right on.
I know. See, make
amazing.
America great again.
Okay.
The Morning Invasion. And Steve-O.
That cut through bone and marrow. We were holding out for the summer, the promise of a few good years ahead. You took my soul and never asked me for my consent. You never found a life with me. I have never found the symmetry. Lost the love bolts in your knees. All the years has abandoned me. When hope to God to find your place. There's nothing left
Here's the story of a man named Ed who had a very famous edgy morning show. Then one day, this Dexter lost his job. He was all alone. Till one day when this Dexter met this fellow, and they knew that Steve-O was the one. And this duo would somehow form a show. The Morning Invasion became their show. Became their show.
Became their show.
Became their show.
Became their
The
show.
Morning Invasion became their show.
You caught me in the right place at the right time, so I'll just dive right in. Say you got a blank space in your right mind, well here's my second win. Oh, your idea, man, blown away, away. Something in the past tense didn't make sense for this to follow through. What did you expect to happen? Were you mad then with nothing left to do? Oh, you're making me sick. What is this? Had we been trying to close before? Cause I dropped my forgiveness, it's lying face down. I've got more secrets than you'll ever know. Another year and you won't let it go. Too many times I told myself to hold on, but it's too late for me. Now I'm as good as gone. Funny how we go way back and we said that wouldn't let this come between. Everything it is a truth that I can look past memories and stay obscene. Oh, your idea, man, blown away, away. Something's telling me I never could have ruined everything you want in life. Cause you never put in effort and the truth is you were never doing it right. Oh, you're making me sick. What is this? Am I the one you can't ignore? Cause I dropped my forgiveness, it's lying face down. I've got more secrets than you'll ever know. Another year and you won't let it go. Too many times I told myself to hold on, but it's too late for me. Now I'm as good as gone. Turns out I don't go down that easily. You'll never really know what this means to me. I knew it wasn't ever too much to hold, but you stole your own self-control. Turns out I don't go down that easily. You'll never really know what this means to me. I knew it wasn't ever too much to hold, so just know you stole your own self-control. I've got more secrets than you'll ever know. Another year and you won't let it go. Too many times I told myself to hold on, but it's too late for me. Now I'm as good as gone. Not everybody wants an enemy. Call me the culprit and that's all you'll see. And we're responsible for finding a way to catch on, but it's too late for me. Now I'm as good as gone.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O on Star 88.
Welcome. Welcome to the show. Morning Invasion. Live from the Dreamstar Remodeling Star 88 Studios. How's everybody doing? Good morning, Facebook Live, YouTube. We're live on both channels. Go subscribe to our YouTube, Star 88 FM. You can watch the show while we do our thing until 10 a.m. You can text into the show. What's that number, Steve-O?
505-585-LIVE. It's 505-585-5483. If you'd like to chime in, be a part of the Morning Invasion.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Who's this?
Okay.
How's my doggies?
Gosh, man.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that.
Yeah?
So I'm leaving on Thursday. Will you feed Rocket while I'm gone? You don't have to stay at my house. Just feed him, please. Just feed him, bro.
I don't know, man. I'm already
Just
taking
feed
care
him.
of 2 dogs right now. I don't think I can.
When do you get back,
3
Bill?
is a lot of responsibility.
When do you get back?
Bill?
Bill, when do you get back?
Hello? Oh,
When
I'm
you-
sorry. I didn't know I was part of this conversation.
Sorry, yeah, I said Bill. I'm sorry. When I started the sentence with Bill, your first name. Actually,
I'm
sorry, William.
I dozed off.
Okay.
I tend to doze off in boring conversations.
Wow, you started this one. So when are you back there, Billiam?
Right now the plan is Saturday.
Oh, the plan is Saturday. Is the plan to ever tell me or any other human what the heck, bro?
What the heck? What the heck about what?
I mean, you've just been gone for a long time, and I'm starting
I
to
know.
wonder.
This time it's been 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, last time was 3 weeks.
Just saying.
Yeah, in 2018 I've spent more time in New York than I have in the sunny, sandy Albuquerque land.
There's no sand here. See, you've been gone so long, you forgot. We don't have sand. We have dirt. Yeah.
Dirt and dust.
Bill and I used to actually hang out and watch TV together.
Oh, man, I bet that's cool.
And now we don't even really know each other anymore.
Wow.
But,
I know.
it's cool.
We're going to have to get reacquainted.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, I live with the Petersons, and
What?
they're all gone. So I've
Cool.
had the house all this week to myself. It's just me and the dogs. And I got to say, Lily and Dexter are the coolest dogs ever. They're not high maintenance at all. They're fun. Lily, she can be a little moody at times. It's only
Yes, she
because
can.
she's overweight. You guys feed her way too much. I've put her on a diet. I haven't
Oh, you
fed her.
did?
I haven't fed her since you guys have left. So
Oh, okay.
she's just
Never mind. I
no
don't want
sugar,
you
huh?
taking care of my
she's just
animal.
living off of her
I
fat
changed
right
my
now,
mind.
basically.
Changed my mind.
That's a lie, guys. I'm
Gosh.
just kidding. But yeah, the dogs are great. We have a good time. Dexter and I watch TV together. Yeah.
He is a TV dog.
Yeah, he is.
He protects you from the TV because anytime anything with 4 legs shows up, he barks at the TV.
So let me get this right. So when I leave for work at 3 o'clock in the morning, I just put the dogs in your guys' room. I'll actually I'll lift Lily up on the bed, and then I'll leave and lock them in your room. So that's kind of where they stay until I get home.
Okay, great. Yeah. Okay, so that'll explain all the feces all over the place.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well. Oh, okay. Yeah, you might have a little bit of a mess.
I didn't say poop.
Oh. So what's up? Did you hear about the Star Force that President Trump is going to put together?
Yeah, pretty awesome.
Yeah. All right.
You think I'm going to say anything negative about that man?
No. I didn't think you would.
Yeah.
What else is going on? Anything?
I saw Black Panther last night.
Oh!
I just saw your post.
Dude! Oh, wait. Do I want to hear this? Do we want to conversate about this?
He says he only nodded off twice.
Pretty much.
Pretty much, huh?
It
A lot
wasn't
of
made for you,
dialogue. It was
crusty
pretty
70-year-old white man.
Pretty wordy.
That's racist. You don't have to turn this to race. The thing is,
I'm just
it was,
saying, it wasn't made for you.
It was pretty wordy, I thought.
It was pretty wordy.
Do you know
Yeah.
what? The only negative reviews were from really old, crusty white dudes who said that very thing.
Yep.
It was just very dialogue driven. I was hoping for more action. I'm like, why does every comic movie have to just have guns and explosions? I loved it.
No surprise there. The thing is, I was...
Did you like the first Superman movie?
Yes,
Because
I did. I thought it was
really?
amazing.
That's weird. Because the first Superman movie has like one punch in the entire movie, and it's all dialogue driven. Just saying.
No, the whole fight with Zod was amazing.
Okay, that's Superman 2. Ya dumb. Superman 1 is Marlon
that's right.
Brando.
The first... Oh, that one? Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Wait. No, I'm not kidding you.
Okay.
That one's amazing.
From the 70s.
First Superman the movie. You
Oh,
will believe a man
okay,
can
I'm
fly?
No, I'm talking about the new one.
Oh, no, dude. I'm talking about Marlon Brando. I'm talking about Christopher Reeve. I'm talking about Gene Hackman.
Yeah, that was a snooze fest. No, Gene Hackman was brilliant. And actually, Ned Beatty was my favorite.
Who is talking? Who is this
This
man?
is Bill Peterson,
Okay.
the America's Greatest Republican.
Actually, I got more excited for the Ant-Man trailer than I did for the entire Black Panther movie.
Why? Because it was a movie full of white people?
Okay. Well,
That is ignorant and racist.
You know, I was afraid to see this movie just for that reason.
you're
Because
kind of a weirdo. Bill, you're a weirdo when it comes to TV shows and movies.
I'm a weirdo?
Yeah. 'cause-
Didn't you not love The Last Jedi because of all of the political statements in it or something?
Yeah, he always finds something.
It's all political.
Yeah.
Well, seriously, wasn't Black Panther all about the evils of closing yourself in with a wall?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, see, I mean...
Build a bridge, bro. Not a wall.
See, the whole idea, the mythical idea that open borders are a wonderful thing.
Yeah, but...
You know, I'm sorry. I just can't buy into it.
Well, you're ignorant.
No, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. We're just giving you a hard time,
we're just
Bill.
giving you a hard time.
Just giving you a hard
I
time.
know you are. I know. That's why I love you guys.
I love you too.
Well-
Go see it again. It's really good.
Your dogs miss you, so
Yeah, I know they do.
You should probably hurry back.
Yeah, get home so that Dex can come take care of my dog.
I don't know, guys.
Yeah, you could bring Rocket over. Yeah, he'll probably eat half of Lily.
Oh,
all right,
dude, I've got the saddest story ever of all time.
No. Oh yeah, I got it in
Speaking
your.
of, oh my gosh,
in your
since we're
news.
talking dogs. Oh,
All right, Bill. We'll see you, man.
Okay, I'm going to hang up now.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
The morning invasion. I am your voice. The morning invasion. I am your voice. We will make America great again.
Yeah. Do you really want to do the story right now?
We really don't
I
have
almost
to.
didn't put this in here, but
This
I'm like,
is
I
the
guarantee
worst
you, he's
thing
going to
I've
find it on
ever-
Yahoo and he's
it's
going to
the
talk
worst thing
about
I've
it.
ever heard in my entire life.
It really is. If you are a dog lover, please don't turn the channel. Please don't turn the channel. But this is a terrible, terrible, terrible story.
Guys,
We need to talk about it though.
the fam is going away this weekend, and I was thinking, I need Dex to watch my dog. Because what am I going to do? Travel with my dog?
Yeah, people do it all the time, man.
Yeah, apparently people do it all the time. However, if you're going to, you better make sure it's never with United Airlines. Ever, ever, ever! About 11 months ago, United Airlines had their hired goons beat up that poor dude. Remember that?
Yeah.
Well, it was just enough time to get over it. Just enough time for the PR to die down and for everybody to forget that United is literally the worst airline in the history of ever. And now this happens. On Monday night, a woman and her 2 young children were flying from Houston to LaGuardia Airport in New York City. And they had their beautiful French bulldog puppy with them in the carrier.
He's so cute, guys.
He reminded me of Vader, your pug.
He does. He
He's
looks
all
a lot
black.
like Vader.
He's a beautiful French bulldog. Well, they boarded the flight, and the flight attendant said, "I'm sorry, but your puppy has to go in the overhead bin."
What? What? I don't.
Guys, it's about to get a lot worse, so if you don't want to weep this morning, just change the station.
Please don't change the station.
Flight attendant said, "No, I'm serious. It has to go in the overhead bin." The mom tried to protest, but the flight attendant wouldn't back down. So the woman put the dog in the overhead bin.
Oh my gosh.
And when they landed,
No way.
the puppy was dead.
Why would that woman put a dog in an over? Why would they do that? I'm
Dude,
trying to comprehend both sides. Both sides.
I
can't comprehend.
I don't like to down businesses all the day. I hate you, United.
Hate's a strong word.
Look at the picture of the puppy and tell me you don't hate that airline for the rest of your life.
Well, I mean,
Are you kidding me?
can you blame the airline or do you blame the
Flight attendant?
Flight attendant.
I don't know. United gave their stupid standard apology. They're investigating.
Oh my
They're
gosh.
sorry. They're refunding the family's tickets. Blah, 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 blah. I hope they go out of business.
Again, both sides. The woman,
Guys.
the dog owner, why would she put the dog? I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Like, what do you do in that situation?
You get off the plane if they you get off. You get off the plane. You don't put it in the overhead bin.
Mom, if you're just joining us, Patrice, she's like, I need a recap. What happened? A mom and her 2 kids were traveling from Houston, Texas to LaGuardia in New York City. They had their French bulldog puppy with them in a dog carrier, and the flight attendant said, no, I'm sorry, that has to go in the overhead bin. And the mom was like, no, this is my dog. You're not putting my dog in the overhead bin. And the flight attendant wouldn't back down. So the woman put the dog in the overhead bin, and they landed in New York, and the puppy died. This purebred French bulldog, by the way, which are not cheap.
No.
We wanted a French bulldog, and then we looked at the price, and we were like, I'm not paying $3,000 for a dog.
So I wonder, why did the dog? So did it not have air? Is there no air in the overhead bin? I'm trying to figure that out. Why did the puppy die?
I don't know. Do you like it got hot? It overheated?
Maybe.
No airflow in the overhead bin?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's a good call. It's probably overheated.
Because Jarrett said, I doubt it had anything to do with being in the overhead bin. But I mean...
No, of course it did. Are you kidding me?
Oxygen?
It had to
What
have
if
been
they
one of those.
Stuff the dog in the overhead bin. They pack them in there pretty tight. Puppy didn't have enough. Oh, man. Bill Peterson is fired. His question is, who let the dogs out?
Okay.
Not United.
No, they didn't.
I don't understand, guys. I don't understand. Don't go read the story if you like animals because that's the cutest little puppy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is the cutest puppy.
Okay, so there was no sound as we landed and opened his kennel. There was no movement as his family called his name. I held her as a baby. Okay. Trying to find why the dog. The cause of death is unclear. However, air circulation is minimal inside overhead bins. While the bins are pressurized, a lack of airflow may have caused the dog to suffocate.
Oh my gosh. The dog remained in the bin for the 3-hour flight, was not given any water. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
That is insane.
United told ABC News that it is assuming full responsibility for the dog's death.
Yeah, I'm glad that they are, but at the same time, I feel like the dog owner should. That is so dumb.
Oh, dude, they're about to get paid. Quote, this was a tragic accident that should have never occurred as pets should never be placed in the overhead bin. We assume full responsibility for the tragedy and express our deepest condolences to the family and are committed to supporting them. We're thoroughly investigating what occurred to prevent this from ever happening again.
So so do they obviously don't make every dog.
So here's the thing. Another random passenger on the flight, at least allegedly within this story from ABC News, said a passenger on the flight told ABC News that the flight attendant had no knowledge that there was a dog in the bag when she insisted it be placed overhead. Upon hearing there was a dog in the bag after the flight had landed, the flight attendant seemed frazzled and shocked. She said that she did not know there was a dog in the bag, and if so, she never would have forced the passenger to put it in the bin above.
Okay, that makes sense if that's the truth. If that's the truth, okay, I can see that. Because how many times have you had your bag and it was sitting in front of you and not underneath or in the overhead bin? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they make you do that. So I get it. If that's the truth, okay.
Gosh, but look at all these other passengers. Another passenger posted a story on her Instagram saying, tonight I was on a plane where I witnessed a United flight attendant instruct a passenger to place her dog carrier with dog in the overhead compartment. The passenger adamantly refused, but the flight attendant went on with her instruction. At the end of the flight, the dog was found dead in the carrier. I'm heartbroken right now. I didn't question the flight attendant, but I could have. I assume there must have been ventilation, as surely the flight attendant wouldn't have instructed this otherwise. I heard the dog barking a little, but we didn't know it was barking a cry for help. I am so heartbroken.
Oh my gosh.
So there's no way the flight attendant, the dog's barking. There's no way that they're like, oh, it was a dog in your dog carrier?
Yep. She's lying. The flight attendant is lying. I had no idea there was a dog in there. I had no idea.
Oh my gosh.
That is unreal, right? That is so crazy.
Yeah. Somebody else said pets shouldn't be allowed on flights. If emotional support pets are allowed, my emotional support concealed carry should be. Okay. Actually, the last time I was in New York, I was flying home from New York to Albuquerque, and there was a couple that were sitting with me that had this gorgeous English bulldog that they had just purchased from London. So they were traveling London, they hit New York, and then they were going like all the way across the country. And then the dog was just chilling in the aisle, like in the row with us. Beautiful little dog.
Oh yeah, well, you fly now, and there's usually probably I would guess 2 to 3 dogs on average on a plane, right?
Yeah.
Airports are just full of dogs and people now.
Yeah, somebody said a lack of air, the fact that any turbulence whatsoever could have shaken things up in the overhead bin.
Unreal.
Dude, I'm
unbelievable, man.
Remember the storm? He said, well, I'm going to go home and cry now.
Yeah. It is.
Somebody said FAA regulations require that you comply with any of the flight attendants. If you do not, you can be arrested or held accountable. If they tell you to put something somewhere, you must do that, or they can ask you off the plane.
Yeah, you get off the plane.
They said I would have protested and asked to be escorted off, but hey, that's just me. This poor mom traveling with her 2 little girls.
It was like the last story.
Her 2 daughters and the puppy.
What was the last story with the lady? Did she have a pet turtle, or what was it? A pet?
Oh, it was a hamster.
Hamster.
Okay, that's stupid.
Well, I know. I'm just saying, like she let the hamster
flush it down the toilet
either
or something.
You let the hamster go outside, you leave the plane, or you flush it down the toilet. It's like, gosh, man, pet owners are idiots. I don't get it. Yeah, there's no way I would be okay with putting my dog in the overhead bin if they said you have to do it. There's no way. All right, I'll get off the plane. Oh, my ticket's non-refundable? I don't care. I'm not putting my dog in the overhead bin.
Right.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like the pet owner should take some responsibility for that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you would just kind of think that there would be air in there, right? I mean, I don't know. It's just, my mind's blown right now.
Yeah.
Hear that little guy just barking away.
Okay. Gosh. Unbelievable.
Nobody would listen.
Oh, man. And then there's members of the Army chiming in with thoughts. I was moving on. Oh, wow.
Just go a break, man.
Gotta take a break.
Nah, I just feel so good right now. I'm glad we did that.
Ugh. Do you want me to? There's no silver lining. Go rent the movie All Dogs Go to Heaven. It's in a better place? I don't know.
All right.
You don't have to get nasty with the flight attendant, but I will tell you right now, if that was my situation, there's absolutely zero way that dog is going in the overhead bin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fight me, escort me off the flight. There's no way!
Yeah. Well, hopefully, us doing this story, maybe it'll educate some people out there. Or just shine a bright light on United Airlines. Gosh, man.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take a quick break. We're live from the Dreamstar Remodeling Star 88 Studios. When we come back, we'll check some voicemails. Hang on.
A supernova on Star 88 with David Jeremiah.
The church in Sardis died because it forgot that our victories from yesterday don't count today. I had somebody say something that startled me. Do you want to know how vibrant your Christian faith is? Let me ask you a question. How old are your illustrations? Do you have to borrow from yesterday or the day before? Or is there something going on in your life right now that is so vibrant that when you share your faith, you can say, this is what the Lord did for me today? Vance Havner, the great Southern Baptist preacher who is now with the Lord, used to say often in his meetings that every spiritual ministry goes through 4 stages. It starts with a man, it goes to a movement, it becomes a machine, and ultimately a monument. Problem with the church in Sardis is it was in the monument stage.
Turning Point with David Jeremiah. Don't miss it on our sister station, KNKT, weekdays at 11 a.m. on 107.1 FM. Dietrich Bonhoeffer wrote, cheap grace is the grace we bestow on ourselves. Cheap grace is the preaching of forgiveness without requiring repentance, baptism without church discipline, communion without confession. Cheap grace is grace without discipleship, grace without the cross, grace without Jesus Christ, living and incarnate. A solar flare on Star 88.
You, I saw the truth. Just one look at you, and I crashed into mad love. Washed up, young blood. Washed up. Do what you want, I'll pull my punches. Say what you want, louder than any sound. Feel what you feel, I'll do no better than you. Be what you want. You happy, go where you want, I'll turn the ship around. Feel what you feel, I'll do no better than you. Lost in love, washed up together. Lost in love, washed up together. Castaways, overboard, tidal waves coming for us. Young blood, washed up, mad love, washed up. Do what you want, I'll pull my punches. Say what you want, louder than any sound. Feel what you feel, I'll do no better than you. Be what you want, if it makes you happy. Go where you want, I'll turn the ship around. Feel what you feel, I'll do no better than you. Lost in love, washed up together. Lost in love, washed up together. I wanna go off the map with you, drift away with you. I wanna go off the map with you. I wanna get lost, we're gonna get lost. We'll be washed up. Do what you want, I'll pull my punches. Say what you want, louder than any sound. Feel what you feel, I'll do no better than you. Be what you want, if it makes you happy. Go where you want, I'll turn the ship around. Feel what you feel, I'll do no better than you. Lost in love, washed up together. Lost in love, washed up together.
Andy Stanley examines the life of David in this Star PowerPoint.
This was the posture that God desired for the entire nation, and they just wouldn't stay there. They wanted a king. But in their second king, they found a man who understood the perspective that God wanted the entire nation to maintain. And in this king, we discover a man who maintained a perspective that your heavenly Father wants you to maintain and wants me to maintain throughout my life as well. He says this, no one who hopes in you will ever be put to shame. No one who hopes in you will ever be put to shame. And then he writes something that kings don't write. Then he documents a thought for us that kings don't generally embrace. It's so unusual. He writes, guide me. David, you're the king. But guide me in your truth. and teach me, for you are God, my Savior, and my hope is in you all day long.
That's Andy Stanley with a PowerPoint on Star 88.
What's going on in the news today?
Rex Tillerson will exit the State Department.
My commission as Secretary of State will terminate at midnight, March the 31st.
1 month to the day since the Parkland school shooting, students from across the country are expected to walk out of their schools at 10 a.m. in each time zone for 17 minutes. 1 minute for each of the 17 victims killed at Marjory Stoneman Douglas. The event is being organized by Women's March Youth, the same group behind the massive women's marches seen after the inauguration of President Trump.
Trump is in Southern California to talk up a key topic during his campaign, a border wall.
You know, for the people that say no wall, if you didn't have walls over here, you wouldn't even have a country.
Consumer side prices rose at a weaker 0.2%. This follows word that wages also rose at a slower pace in February compared to the prior month. A big wage gain in January sparked inflation worries and kicked off the sell-off, leading to the first stock market correction in over 2 years.
Portable chargers sold by Amazon are being recalled. There have been 53 reports of overheating. One customer was burned by battery acid. 260,000 Amazon Basics chargers are affected. You can contact Amazon for a full refund.
Hello, everyone. Guys, we're looking at 3 days until St. Patrick's Day. 34 days until your taxes are due. 51 days until Avengers Infinity War. 72 days until Solo, a Star Wars story. We got lots to look forward to, guys. Also, don't forget, April 1st, the Easter invasion. UNM Stadium. We're taking over for about an hour from 6:30 a.m. to 7:30. We'll be getting you guys all warmed up for the big Easter sunrise service with Pastor Skip Heitzig. Make plans and join us. It's a lot of fun, guys. It's a lot of fun. And then you know what? I'm just going to say, I hope I don't jinx it, but I'm just saying, I think it's going to be a beautiful morning. Because it's been beautiful. It's going to be beautiful, guys. April 1st. Join us. All right, we got voicemails. You guys can text in to the live line, but you can also call the live line and leave voicemails. And I'm very proud of you guys because you guys have been doing it. Yesterday, we had an epic bundle of voicemails. They were good, man. 505-585 Live. That's 505-585-5483. You can call and leave a voicemail.
Next message. Welcome to Star 88, home of the morning invasion, with Dex and Steve-O. Sometimes Brody, my dude.
Okay. Sometimes Brody, my dudes.
That little dude.
That little guy.
People love him.
Next message.
Hi, I just wanted to call and tell you guys that I love the morning invasion and listening to the music on Star 88. I especially love the morning invasion. I listen to it every morning. It just cracks me up all the time. And my siblings, when they hear me laughing every morning, cracking up hysterically, they say, "What are you listening to?" And it's like, "Oh, it's the morning invasion. It's great." And all my friends that I talk to, I say, "Hey, have you heard of Star 88, the morning invasion?" They're like, "Oh, yeah, definitely. We love the morning invasion." So just wanted to say thank you guys and keep up what you're doing.
Oh, that was a nice voicemail. Thanks, man.
Mm-hmm.
505-585-LIVE. You can call the live line and leave a voicemail.
Next message.
If you listened to the show yesterday, you were probably enraged by the comments and ads against Brit. The Booty campaign launched vicious attacks at our good friend Brit and was downright low in its false remarks. This attack was launched by an anonymous caller who was too cowardly to show his identity. That is downright dirty politics and fake news.
Wow.
For example, the Booty campaign statement about returning strawberries was absolutely false. Brit strives for a healthy planet and a healthy baby, and by returning tasteless GMO strawberries, she was protecting her baby from harmful toxins and preventing their spread. Since when is a mom protecting her baby something to attack her on?
Right.
Furthermore, about her baby's gender. Who is willing to spend hundreds of dollars on genetic testing to try to figure out their baby's gender?
Genetic
Dedicated
testing.
parents, that's who.
Dedicated.
Brit is also a longtime friend of the Morning Invasion and has a proven track record of success as a guest on the show.
That's true.
This no-booty dude doesn't know what he's talking about.
He might not.
Speaking of talking, making fun of the way people talk is discrimination and prejudice against Brit and all our fellow homie Britannios. Brit is clearly not questionable at all. If anyone is, it's Booty. He has made remarks on many things, perhaps the foremost being a questionable comment on the size of Steve-O's jeans. How wrong is that? Is that the kind of person we want in office? No. No, it's not. I'm Richard, and join me at #StandWithBrit and join Facebook Live to stop mudslingers like this.
Wow.
Paid for by the Alliance Defending Brit. Psalm 38, 31, 18. Blessings in the name of Jesus.
Okay.
What is happening?
I don't know.
There's a Facebook and YouTube war happening.
Guys, why does it
right
have to
now?
be a war? Okay? Listen to me.
There always has to be a war.
No, there just
Yeah,
not.
there always
Listen,
is.
This is why our political climate is so shifty right now. Why can't we all just be Americans? Huh? How come we gotta argue? We got a sweet email just now from somebody who took exception to our Space Force joke this morning because it was like anti-American or anti-our president. I'm like, dude, we absolutely respect the office of President of the United States of America. We always have. Shut up.
Steve-O's fired up.
I am fired up because it makes me mad. It's like, oh gosh, guys, you said, have I ever even said his name without saying president before it? No, because you respect the office period at the end. All you Facebookers who don't like YouTubers and all you YouTubers who don't like Facebookers, y'all need to shut up.
Wow.
It's just two great outlets where people can enjoy the morning invasion, which is hilarious because you're all there to watch your favorite morning show. So why can't you just realize you have a lot in common? Like loving the best morning show on the planet. Shut up and dance with Steve. Thank you.
Well said, my brother.
I'm just saying.
Well
Tired of y'all.
said.
Tired of y'all. All y'all fools. Repubs, Democrats.
Some people, their sense of
Fight,
humor is a
fight,
little
fight.
off. It's okay. Sometimes they don't get it.
See,
And
this
that's
is
all
why
right.
we'll never have any clear-cut like ideas of how to actually reform anything or change any laws or do anything.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to talk about it. They just want to fight.
Yeah.
Today's that national walkout day so we can like make changes with gun control. Good luck with that.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's just going to be fighting and standing up
Yeah.
for their side, which is hilarious because Britt Romney, the president of Facebook, even told me in secret that the YouTube feed looks better in HD. That's right, Britt. I called you out. Called you out.
See, you're starting a war now.
Starting a war.
I like wars.
Because
it's
so
not that-
political, she has to pretend like she likes Facebook better. Come on!
I don't like wars. I like Facebook and YouTube wars. Okay, that's what I like.
Yeah.
It's okay. East side, west side, kind of cool thing. Yeah, I never really understood.
She's going to fight me in the parking lot later. I know it.
I never really understood because being in radio for 20 years, I've gotten so many emails or phone calls of people saying, "You know what? I didn't like what you said. I'm no longer listening."
Right.
And okay,
That was my favorite part.
And you know what? You have every right to do that. You can totally turn us off, and you know what? But as a friend or somebody, because that's how we look at you guys. It's like family, as friends.
Mm-hmm.
If we say something that you don't agree with, you absolutely reply, call us out.
Yeah.
I just think I am not listening to you anymore. That's just weird to me. I don't understand. I never understood that.
Yeah.
I don't agree with everything, that other podcasters that I listen to or
I
other
don't
radio
agree with
shows.
everything you say. I
Yeah,
still do a show with you every day.
Exactly. That's another good point.
You're
It's
one
like,
of my best friends in the universe. Just because, we're not always going to agree on
Right.
everything.
So if you say something that somebody doesn't agree with, I get punished. So they're not going to listen now because you said something inappropriate.
My bad.
I don't
My
get
bad, apparently.
I don't get it, man.
Allegedly.
I don't get it.
Answer the phone.
Good morning.
CTU, hello.
Good morning. So I don't want to cause any trouble this morning, but I know Steve already brought up the walkout thing. Regardless of how we feel about it, and I'm going to leave my opinion out of it, Steve brought up a good point where Americans, we might as well just try to act like it. There's a lot of students, especially here in Albuquerque, doing that, and, I feel as Christians, we just need to pray that the Lord gives them wisdom and strength to do what is right and to guide them along their path, to also keep them safe today, and also just keep them going on the right path.
You know
Just
what?
keeping them
Well
safe.
said. Well said, man. I like that.
Because we get so riled up about everything, we just kind of forget that we need to support one another. We also just need to make sure that we're praying that these kids are doing this because they actually believe in it, not just to ditch class, and also that they follow through with talking to our elected representatives too. Because that's the one thing that they always say. They say that we don't get a lot of opinion pieces on matters and issues. We just get a lot of solutions. So,
thank you so much, man. Appreciate the call, buddy.
You guys have a great day.
You too, man. That Steve-O, during that phone call, poked me in the arm and pointed to a story that he found on Yahoo. And the headline, here's the headline. Teacher investigated for feeding puppy to snapping turtle in front of students.
I just wanted to one-up United Airlines.
What?
United Airlines was really needing a win right now.
You
If
can feed a
missed our last
puppy to a
segment.
snapping turtle? Is that real?
Junior high science teacher in Preston, Idaho. He fed a puppy to his exotic snapping turtle in class.
Oh my gosh.
The turtle is one of a few exotic pets that he keeps in his classroom at Preston Junior High. Now, it's not clear whether the puppy was already euthanized or still alive at the time of the feeding. It's also not clear how many students were present. However, according to the teacher, the puppy was sick and going to die anyways. But local animal activist who filed the police report about the incident thinks that the teacher obviously is the sick one because he allowed children to watch an innocent baby puppy.
All right, I got a clip here. This is a student and an activist talking about the teacher feeding a live puppy to a turtle.
What I have learned in the last 4 days is disgusting. It's sick. It is sick. Allowing children to watch an innocent baby puppy scream because it is being fed to an animal.
Guys!
That is violence. That is not okay.
I've only heard him feed mice or birds to his animals.
This is
I
why
feel
you
a little bit better that it was a
establish a
puppy that was
walkout.
going to die, not just a healthy puppy.
If it was a deformed puppy and it was going to die anyway, Cross is very much circle of life.
He's the best science teacher Preston Junior High has. There's a lot of humane things that you can do. Feeding a live animal to a reptile is not humane, and it is not okay.
If you're not fine with it, leave the room.
Yeah.
What? Dude, that's crazy that parents are defending the
Some
teacher.
parents are defending the circle of life.
There's parents defending my gonna need you.
My favorite is if the puppy's deformed, it's absolutely circle of life.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? What is going on with these little puppies? What happened? First, the puppy dies in the overhead bin on a United flight. Now, a teacher fed a puppy to a snapping turtle, which I didn't even know you could feed a puppy to a snapping turtle. Do snapping turtles love dogs? Is that their favorite meal?
According to a member of Starmy, I guess the turtle was in the mood for some puppy chow.
Oh, my gosh. That is not funny. I will not laugh at that.
Oh, man. Yeah. I'll tell you right now, if I had been one of those, oh, gosh, no, I would have lost my mind. I would have lost my mind. I can't even watch National Geographic because it's usually the gazelles just running, and then it's oh no, and then you see the lioness just trotting along oh no, run! You run! I don't care about the circle of life. You get away. Oh no. And then it's
I'm absolutely
and then
okay
the
with that.
lioness takes.
I'm fine with that.
Takes the animal back to its little.
There's nothing wrong with
bitty
that.
lions.
That's
What are they
there is
called?
the circle of life.
Simbas,
That
the
is the
little
circle of life.
Simbas.
I actually subscribe to a bunch of channels that have those.
I can't watch that stuff.
But
dude.
a puppy being fed to a turtle in front of students?
I used to live next door to a dude that bred exotic reptiles. So he had ball pythons and all these. He had a store. Yeah. So seriously, 30 of these snakes and all kinds of crazy stuff. And I'll never forget, like, one time I just happened to be going outside to check the mail during, like, feeding day, and he was just, like, on the, like, out front with little, like, baby mice or whatever, just, like, throwing them against the concrete so they'd be unconscious or whatever.
Oh, my
So they wouldn't
gosh.
feel anything, and I'm like, I'm feeling all of this, though.
Yeah,
I can't. I can't do this.
I mean...
Chelsea says if I was in that classroom, I would have grabbed that puppy and ran away with it.
I can't wrap my head around this. I don't understand. I want more information. Even if the puppy was dying, if it was deformed.
That's what the teacher contends because
Yeah.
people are like,
That doesn't
"How
matter. Who
is
cares?
this?"
Who cares?
It was going to die.
Who cares? I don't care. Now, if the puppy even if the puppy was already dead and the teacher still fed the puppy to the turtle in front of the kids, I'd still freak out as a parent.
Well, see, somebody said the only reason this even made headlines is because it was a dog. Had it been a squirrel or a rabbit or something else, no one would have cared. But because dogs are typically domesticated animals.
We're animal racists. Let's just say that's what we are.
Huh?
Think about it. Pigs.
We're speciesists.
Pigs are smarter than dogs. But we butcher and eat pigs
Nope.
all the
Shut
time.
up. Shut
No,
up,
I'm
fake news.
serious.
Let's go back
That's
in
not
time.
fake news.
How do you know that? Where did you learn that pigs are smarter than dogs?
Farmers and ranchers. That's what I was told my whole life. People own them as pets. And a pig owner once told me that his pig was smarter than all of his dogs put together.
Dude.
Google it. Google it. We are animal racists. We are. Why do we pick and choose? Oh, okay, yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine. You know what? Don't touch my puppy, but you know what? Yeah, squirrel. Those things are cute, man. But you know what? We'll shoot them.
Somebody said, what country was this in? Other countries eat dogs on the regular. Dude, America. This was in Idaho.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Somebody said thousands and thousands of dogs get put down every day in shelters. None of these people are up in arms about that or running in there and snatching puppies up from shelters and running away.
I still think you bring up a good point, but at the same time, this teacher fed a live puppy
We
to
don't know
a
if
turtle.
it was live.
That was alive.
We don't know that. Fake news. We can't corroborate that.
Says live puppy.
It
says live puppy, okay?
What I have learned in the last 4 days is disgusting. It's sick. It is sick.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
By the way, that's false. Dexter, pigs being smarter than dogs is a myth.
Our pig.
Ravens, however, are much smarter than dogs.
What?
Did you learn
Pigs
this from-
outperform 3-year-old human children on cognition tests and are smarter than any domestic animal, and animal experts consider them more trainable than cats or dogs.
Oh, good.
Thank you very much.
Okay, who's your source?
Thank you.
Go ahead.
PETA.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Who did you just say?
I thought it was
PETA.
going to say like Pet World, and I was like,
PETA.
PETA.
PETA says that.
Darn it. Here's Dogster.com. The stats here. You know what? There's a lot of information.
Somebody
here.
said I've watched multiple animal documentaries, and quite often they say that pigs are smarter than dogs.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Their trainability, their intelligence.
The BJIIIII on YouTube, youtube.com/star88fm. Who are we to decide what animals are okay to be food? What if puppies taste like bacon? No.
Not real. Not real, guys. Oh my gosh, look at the time. We got to go to break. A lot of people chiming in. 505-585-LIVE. You want to text in? Good morning, Facebook Live. Good morning, YouTube. You guys can watch the show. Search Star 88 FM. We'll be right back from the Dreamstar Remodeling Star 88 Studios.
This is a fresh thought. Listen up to Levi Lusko.
What I love about light is that it's a perfect parallel for our journey of faith. For does not 2 Corinthians tell us, we do not walk by sight, we walk by faith. All that's there isn't seen by our human eyes. So as we follow Jesus, he's going to tell us things and help us to see things that we can't see in the natural. We can't see in our normal everyday abilities that he's able to show to us. When his invisible power comes into us, we will be able to, by faith, see invisible things that are unnaturally apparent to us. So I think it's just an amazing parallel to walk with Jesus, to walk by faith, to not look at our job and just see our job, but to look at it through his eyes and to trust that his invisible power going in will cause invisible things to become visible to us, right? Ultra sight.
For more fresh thoughts, go to LeviLusco.com. A Star 88 Supernova with Greg Laurie.
We live in the world. I think Christians get confused sometimes. There's an earth and there's a world, all right? When the Bible talks about the world, it's talking about a mentality. It's talking about a culture. It's talking about a way of thinking. It's talking about the whole planet or system under the control of Satan. That is why the Bible calls the devil the god of this world. And that is why 1 John 2:16 says, all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but of the world. So Jesus says, look, the world is going to hate you. And I find it fascinating that he says, I'm not going to take them out of the world. You know, if Jesus wanted to, he could have raptured you on the day of your conversion.
Catch Greg Laurie's teaching show, A New Beginning, on our sister station, KNKT, weekdays at 8:30 a.m. on 107.1 FM. This is Star 88 at 88.3 FM, KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, and online at star88.fm. It's the Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
You guys are totally bad to the bone.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Looking at a
No, I don't want to hear it.
beautiful, cute little piggy.
You love bacon.
I do love
Like,
bacon.
I don't understand why this is a thing for you.
You know, and we might love dog too. But we wouldn't know that because we don't eat dogs.
Stop it.
We don't eat dogs, but
Stop
we eat
talking.
pigs. We are animal racists. That's what we are.
I don't even think that's a thing.
Well, we probably shouldn't debate this in front of our guests. We have Jaden and Shelly from the New Mexico Dream Center. Good morning, guys.
Hi.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for coming in, you guys.
I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah. So, we were talking about dogs and pigs. And
No,
have
we're
you guys
not.
ever ate a dog before?
Okay.
You know, I've done some mission work, so it's
It's
possible.
possible. Yeah, right.
Because I
Yeah.
did eat some things that were unrecognizable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all have. We just don't even know it.
Okay.
You know, we've ate.
No.
We're going to go with goat. We'll
Yeah.
just say it was probably goat.
You're probably right. I hope I didn't eat a dog.
I'm gonna let you hang on this one and see how you can transition out of this now, because usually I'm the one that transitions and helps us
Yes,
move on.
I can do this.
Okay.
So we just talked about these two puppies. These families, they had a dream.
Oh,
they had a dream that
God.
one day they would raise these beautiful puppies into adult dogs.
Uh-huh.
They would care for them and take care of them and take them in as their own. Jaden and Shelly, isn't that kind of what you guys do?
No, my gosh, that's not at all. That was the dumbest transition ever.
What is the New Mexico? What is the Dream Center all about? So I think I nailed it.
Wow. Wow. There were so many different ways you could have gone with that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
So there it is. The New Mexico Dream Center is about fulfilling dreams. However,
talk to me.
They generally aren't about the raising of a puppy into full adult doghood.
Yes.
Is generally
Well,
not the way that it goes.
It was just a picture of what you
Right.
guys do.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the New Mexico Dream Center actually has a very broad vision and a vision for being able to provide services, to bring services to the poorest of our community and to be able to really show God's love through those kinds of services. And so we've been around now since 2016 working on really getting the wheels underneath us to get rolling. And so here in 2018, we've got some pretty specific goals in mind, and that's really the direction that we're going this year.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely, right? So nmdreamcenter.org, by the way, as we talk about some of those goals. Currently, the 12 for 12 campaign. Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
What you guys are doing? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are working right now to open up a youth drop-in center here in New Mexico. So currently right now, as it stands, there are no services for homeless teens in New Mexico. So, if a kid wants to, or if a kid runs away or they get, kicked out of their house by their parents, they have nowhere to go. They can't actually check themselves into a homeless shelter without CYFD or their parents being there to say, hey, they're good to be here.
Yeah.
So there's nowhere for these children to go. So with that, their risk of being trafficked is so much higher than anybody else's. I think Shelly had a stat the other day that said a lot of these kids are approached by a trafficker within 48 hours of them being on the streets.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. And so that's, that is definitely a gap in services that we really need to address.
Yeah.
When you look at the situation for the homeless youth population, there are so many barriers to services that these kids are not equipped to get through. So it really does create this natural vulnerability. And it puts them in the situation that they have to go to extreme measures to be able to survive. And we feel like that is a wrong thing for us to ask of our kids in this modern society. And so in looking at, as Jaden was saying, what the national stats are, is that a kid who's run away from home or a kid who's been thrown away, so that's a kid who gets kicked out of his home, that the national stats say that they'll be approached within 48 hours to potentially 72 hours by a trafficker. And here's the thing, they can't check themselves into a youth shelter.
Right.
They can't get food stamps to feed themselves like perhaps an adult could. They can't, even if they have the cash on them, they can't check themselves into a hotel or a motel. They don't have any way of accessing these services. And so what happens is they are then lured into or forced into a situation to be able to survive through the trafficking of their body. So we think that that's wrong, and we feel like in New Mexico, we need to address that.
Gosh, man, how do people jump on board and help with this cause?
So we've got, as Jaden was saying, and Steve-O was saying, that we've got this 12 for 12 campaign.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially what we are doing is we are working on raising money. We've identified 2 potential sites that we feel like would be good sites for the drop-in center. So we are exploring both of those sites, and then we're raising the money to be able to do the renovation and to get into those facilities. Now, here's the deal. Everybody looks at New Mexico and they're like, oh, we're an impoverished state. There's no money and this and that and the other. And in some measure, that is true. However, we can all give $12, and that's all the ask is. We are asking wide. We're trying to get this message out to, 100,000 people, something like that, for a $12 ask, because it's a small ask, but it really brings to heart the need for this community, that when you're giving your $12, and that's all that I want from you is $12, then that is saying you are on board, you understand, and you see the need to be able to address and take care and provide services to these exploited kids.
Yeah, man. Dude, thank you for doing this. This is amazing what you guys are doing.
Well, yeah, because we see regularly when we look at certain areas, I frequent the Nob Hill downtown area. You do tend to see more transients in that area, if you will. And it's skewing younger and younger and younger, which is crazy to me. And then I have a chance to talk to some of them, and it's like, not all of them were thrust into this place because of a drug problem or because of the law, like whatever it was. Like, some of them just had a bad go at home and then couldn't really respond well or function at home with the family that they were with, or whatever it may be. And they don't have anywhere to go. They don't have anything. And this is like the only life they know now. Yeah. And so it's incredible to be able to provide something, a place for them to go, because New Mexico, we talk about this regularly, but we're right there. We got I-25, we got I-40. We are like this hub, if you will, sadly, for trafficking. We're close to the border. I hope that we've talked about it enough that people actually have an understanding of what we're saying when we say trafficking, but we don't really have anywhere for them to go. So, yeah.
Exactly. Well, and here's our situation. So, and I know that you guys have Michelle and Clay Schroff on who do some amazing work in this field, and we love them, and they're kind of part of our coalition, so to speak, in being able to provide services and prevent this from happening to kids. Yeah. And so when you look at the entire state of New Mexico, at this point, there are 13 known beds for trafficking victims. And so there's like 6 in Santa Fe, we've got 4 in Albuquerque, and then another 3 just outside of Albuquerque. And so we see that like there's 13 beds. Out of those 13 beds for sex trafficking victims, which is a small number of beds, right?
Yeah, right?
Like that's not like a lot of beds. Out of those 13 beds, 0 of them are dedicated to minors, because minors do require specialized services. And so we don't have any place to put them when they are identified. A couple weeks ago, there was a 15-year-old girl who had been part of a Bernalillo County Sheriff's operation and identified, and she actually was having to testify against her trafficker. So it was all in court and all of that kind of stuff. So she had some temporary lodging with one of the youth shelters in Albuquerque while she was going through the trial. And so as she was going through that, she had this temporary piece of lodging. And then once that was done, they were able to find like a treatment foster care respite for just a couple of days. And so literally with the person who was operating as her or acting as her clinician, we spent 48 hours trying to find a place for her to go. Wow. And so there was no place in any of the surrounding states that was available. There was absolutely no place in New Mexico. We were calling as far as California and into Idaho, any place that we could find for this kid to go. And there was no place for her to go. Man. This is wrong. Yeah. This is wrong. Our children are important. Yeah. And we need to flip this. We need to turn this around where we really show priority in providing services and reaching out to this population.
Amen.
So you talk about providing services. My question is, so let's say that everybody listening donates $12, which would be incredible, right? And
everybody.
We're able to, right? And we're able to get this facility. What all are we talking about providing? Because you mentioned like not having beds, not having a place. What's next? We get them a bed and a pillow. But then
Right.
what?
Right. So here's really what we see is basically 2 steps in this process. The first thing that Jaden had mentioned is this drop-in center.
Right.
I've already talked about how there's really a lot of barriers for a kid to be able to access services. That doesn't mean that there's not a few services out there for kids, but it's hard to access them. So the drop-in center acts as outreach. And so essentially what this is this is a no-barrier place for kids to come to be able to start accessing these resources. So they can come, they can get food, they can take a shower, they can do laundry.
Yeah.
They can still, at that point, if they want and feel more comfortable, they can remain homeless technically at that point, but they're at least accessing resources. So when you start doing that, what you do is you start developing a relationship with that staff. And so the staff then is trained to be able to identify and help push kids towards the resources that we have. So we've got that initially because we got to find them. They are not easy to find. You know, when you're talking about seeing the homeless
And the last
population.
thing they want is authority and somebody to be like, "Hey, bro, let's go. Come. Just trust me.
Right.
Come hang out here and do your laundry.
Right. Exactly.
We got
Exactly.
ESPN, bro. It's cool. You'll love it.
Right. So you've got to develop that trust. And then the next thing is for those who are ready to take those next steps is what we would call a transitional living program. So this is a program where they come, they've got a place to live, and then they can start that recovery process. Again, looking at these specialized services. So social workers that have been trained about trauma and how to deal with the trauma that these kids have gone through, and work programs and school and all of the kinds of things where they can go and they can start feeling like they've got traction in their lives again instead of just existing, which is kind of how they are. We need to have people and programs that address addiction because when you're on the street, it is tough. And so the way you deal with that difficulty so often is to numb, and that comes through drugs or alcohol, more likely drugs.
Yeah.
And it's easy and accessible, and you end up getting in that cycle. So those are the services that we talk about that need to come online to be able to help these kids get through this time and be able to, go forth with their lives.
Yeah. So a lot of people, if you're wondering, well, how do I give the $12? It's super easy. It's nmdreamcenter.org, and you'll see make a donation. You'll see a heart, and you guys are raising the money. You guys, 66 days left, and you guys are looking to raise a lot of money, but it's doable. I mean,
That's right. We can do
it's
it.
very
You're
doable.
looking to raise, wow.
Well, I know.
$1 million. I will
$1
say it.
million.
$1 million.
Yeah.
Everybody goes, if I had $1 million, what would I do? And so here's the deal. Let's actually do that. Let's raise $1 million.
We could
Let's
do it.
think
do
about
something.
that. Dr. Evil tried to steal $1 million, and they laughed at him because it wasn't a lot of money. So it depends on your perspective, Dex.
That's
all
true.
right?
That's true.
It's not a lot of money when you're trying to steal from governments, but when you're trying to raise it for the Dream Center, it's a lot. So we need your help.
I've never had $1 million goal. I mean, it's
you need to dream big, bro.
Got to dream big, man. Got to dream big.
Just
And
saying.
Star Me, they're already talking about it. Everybody's like going to the link. So
Yeah, so I'm
Awesome.
posting it, facebook.com/star88fm as well if you'd like to get there. I posted it to Facebook Live, to our YouTube Live channel. There's so many different ways you can get there, or of course, just directly to nmdreamcenter.org, the 12 for 12 for campaign. Gosh, thank you guys so much.
Thanks
I
for
love
what you guys
I love
do.
this city so much. I grew up here, and it's like anything we can do to affect positive change in our community, especially when it comes to that generation that's just
Absolutely.
they just need somebody to love them, man.
They
So,
do.
yeah.
They do.
Dude, yeah. Thank
All
you.
right, Shelly,
thank you, guys.
Jaden, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
All right, we'll be right back from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 studio.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
I'll smile, know what it takes to fool this town. I'll do it till the sun goes down, down through the night time. Oh yeah, I'll tell you what you wanna hear. I'll turn my head and shed a tear. It's never the right time. Yeah, I'll put my armor on, show you how strong I am. I'll put my armor on, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I'm running Never see what's hiding out deep down. Yeah, I know, I've heard that to let your feelings show is the only way to make friendships grow. I'm too afraid now. Yeah, I put my arm around, show you how strong I am. I put my arm around, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I'm running with no brakes. I'm invincible. Yeah, I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. I put my arm around, show you how strong I am. I put my arm around, I'll show you that I'm unstoppable. I'm running with no brakes. I'm invincible. Yeah, I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Stevo. Sorry, 88.3. That one's for you, Dex.
Thank you. Welcome to the show, everybody. Live from the Dreamstar Remodeling Star 88 Studios, Dex and Stevo. That band Red that you just heard, they're going to be here.
Yep.
Into the month, the 31st, Sunshine Theater, and we got tickets. You can call right now, 505-338-3700. A chance to win tickets to see Red, Sunshine Theater, into the month. Also, Lacey, formerly of Flyleaf, she's going to be there. She's doing her own thing now. She's back. Love that girl. 505-338-3700. Call right now for a chance to win tickets to see Red and Lacey. I have a new game we've never played before. Because, you know, it's March Madness, which tomorrow, I believe, March Madness kicks off. Did you fill out your bracket yet?
Nope.
Are you going to fill out a bracket?
Sure. Maybe.
Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
What are you doing?
Listening to you guys on Facebook.
Glad you're listening. That means you paid attention. Here's your question. The New Mexico Dream Center is trying to do something amazing because New Mexico currently has a D grade in legislation, response, and services available to DTMS victims. There are currently how many dedicated beds to DMST victims and specialized services for them in New Mexico? How many?
Oh, man. 10.
10. Man. I wish you were listening.
Wish I was listening better.
There are currently
No.
I was still going to say zero to start.
Zero dedicated beds to domestic
Cool, thanks,
minor
guys.
sex trafficking
Well,
victims.
hold on.
I was just kidding. That's
Hold
not
on.
the real question.
It's not the real
I
question.
was just guilting you because you are listening to win Red tickets, but you don't listen to children who are being sex trafficked. Dang, dog. Where are your priorities? Concerts? Concerts to the children. I believe the children are our future.
This is bad.
Take them and let them lead the way.
You okay, man?
Show them all the beauty possessed inside.
We should have Steve put on a concert for the children.
I don't know what happened to Steve over here. He does this.
To make it easier.
You know, I hate that our mics are so close together because I turn off his mic and it's still, you sound just as loud.
Let the children live.
Stop it. I apologize. I'm totally embarrassed right now. All right. I have a game for you. Okay?
nmdreamcenter.org if you'd like to help children, you children helper.
First, I should probably ask you, because you don't sound like you're on a cell phone. Are you on a cell phone or is it Bluetooth? What is it?
I am not on a cell phone. I'm on a landline.
It's epic. He's on a landline.
I know, it's epic. And you know what? The one time that I have a game where I need you to be on a cell phone, you're not on a cell phone, and I can't play the game with you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what happens when you're at work. You can't always carry your cell phone.
I know, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but we can't play.
Well, you still can. How long is the cord?
Probably not long enough for what you need me to do.
You know what? Should we give him a pair anyways?
Why?
We got a bunch.
He wasn't even listening to the Dream Center.
You know what? Good call. Thank you for
He
reminding
wasn't even listening.
Try to call
and
back.
He's on a landline.
I was listening.
Try to call
do you
back.
have a cell phone?
I even went to. Yeah, I do.
Okay, call back. All right, bye-bye. 505-338-3700. We have red tickets. Good morning.
I decided long ago never to walk in the one shadow.
You there?
I don't know the words.
Hello? Hi. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
I'm so sorry if you heard some loud, obnoxious.
There are currently 143 landlines in the United States, and that last dude was one of them.
Right.
How is that a thing?
Are you on a cell phone?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Are you on speakerphone?
Yes.
That's fine.
Do you want me to be on speakerphone?
Stay on
It
speakerphone.
sounds like you're calling from the bathroom, so it's better that you were just on speakerphone, because I'm like, hey, you can do your thing, but like, we're on the radio.
All right. I have a new game. It's called Basket Call.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, everybody, it is time for March Madness. It is everybody's favorite time. How much basketball do you watch every single day, ma'am?
Oh my gosh. I don't watch basketball.
Oh,
I play it.
Do you play basketball? Do you know how the game of basketball works?
My daughter does, and she's right next to me.
You know what? It doesn't matter. We don't need your daughter. We don't need your daughter.
And she's going insane.
Oh, okay. I have a question. Do you have a case on your cell phone?
No.
Well,
Oh, no.
all right. Hold on.
We are not
hold on.
doing this game.
We explain it to her, and then she can decide whether or not she wants to win these tickets or not.
Okay, all right.
Okay? Here's how Basket Call works. It's very simple. All right? Do you have a garbage can or a trash bin next to you?
Yes.
All right? I need you to put the basket at least about 15 steps away from yourself, all right? So get the garbage can.
Wait. Is it plastic? Is it metal? I don't like
It's
this.
plastic.
And what is the floor made of? Is it carpet on the floor? Is it tile?
It's a wood laminate floor.
This is a
What kind of phone do you
idea.
have?
This is a terrible idea.
Do you have an iPhone?
No.
Okay, you know what?
It's just a Samsung. It's old.
You're fine. You're fine then. You're
Will
fine.
Does it have glass? Will it break if you are terrible at basketball?
No, it won't break. We drop it all the time.
Okay, good. Okay,
All right.
okay.
Here-
As long as you know what you're getting into, this could totally break your phone if you suck at basketball.
Yeah, just a little warning, okay? All right, so did you place the garbage can somewhere and step away about 10 to 15 steps away?
Yes.
Okay. Now, when I say go, you're going to shoot your phone and try to make a basket in the garbage can. Once you shoot it and it lands in the garbage can or wherever it lands, even if you don't make it, you run over to your phone, you pick it up, and if we're on the end of it, then you win.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Hopefully it doesn't hang up. That's the whole thing.
Like if we're on the end of it,
Yeah.
like where are we going?
Well, it could hang up.
Okay.
Especially in the garbage can.
We're gonna need your daughter to do play-by-play. So if you miss, we're gonna need to hear your daughter like she's going for the shot and Bank's right. Okay, so You guys
All right.
want to win these tickets, you got to play basket call.
Okay.
All right.
Are you ready? I'm going to say
No, don't break your phone.
I'm going to say go, and then you throw the phone, all right? Are you ready?
Okay. Ready. And she's going for the shot.
Go.
They're still on. Didn't make it. I missed.
Oh, get it. Pick it up. You still have time.
Pick it up.
Buzzer beater. Come on. Pick that phone up. Shoot that.
Hello. We're here.
You there? They didn't hang up. Do they have to make it?
We're there. Yes, you have to make
Go
it.
back.
You have
Go
to
back.
make it. Hurry.
Go
Buzzer
back.
beater. Hurry.
Go.
You still got time.
I made it back.
Yeah, you made it. Yeah. That sounded awesome.
Threw my phone in the trash can, John.
That sounded so awesome.
That is incredible. But you know what? If you're a big fan of Red, we're going to hook you up. We got tickets to Red and Lacey.
Yay,
Sunshine
Red.
Theater, March 31st.
Heck yeah.
Thank you for playing our stupid game. Oh.
That was a great game. That is not a stupid game. You're the first one to ever play basket call.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Awesome.
All right, what's the station hooking you up?
Star 88.
That's good. That's good.
man.
All
Hold on
right,
the phone.
Hang on the line. We're going to break somebody's phone.
Do you remember Hot Phone?
No.
Hot Phone was the very first game I ever played in radio. And that's where I got this idea, basket call. It was from Hot Phone. Hot Phone is where you have somebody call in that is next to their dryer, and they have to put their cell phone in the dryer for 30 seconds.
Okay.
And when they pull it out after 30 seconds, if we're on the other end, they win. That's
That
Hot
is-
Phone. It's brilliant because you can hear the clanking, the click. This was cool. She threw that thing, and it sounded so great when it hit the garbage can. I'm excited to play another round.
Okay, we're really going to keep doing this. We're going to break someone's phone.
I know. We should probably retire the game right now. All right. More chances to win tickets coming up. Red, Sunshine Theater, March 31st with Lacey, formerly of Flyleaf.
Remember the start we said, this is by far the stupidest game you guys have ever thought of.
It's basket
You're
call.
just going to crack people's phones.
If you have an iPhone, please, you better have a case, hopefully. All right, we got to take a quick break. We're live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Hang on.
Pastor Jack Graham and a Star 88 Supernova.
Let me ask you, is your heart burning for Jesus Christ? Is your heart burning for Jesus Christ? When we read our Bibles, we discover there are only 3 spiritual temperatures. One spiritual temperature is ice cold. Some people have no spiritual life. They're dead. There's no life. They're disinterested in the things of God. Some, the moment they get into a worship service, they start looking at their watch. They're ice cold, separated from the life of God. But then there are others the Bible calls lukewarm. They're not hot, they're not cold. They have sort of a casual, cool, indifferent attitude towards the things of God. And they live in the world of mediocrity spiritually.
Catch Pastor Jack Graham, PowerPoint, broadcast weekdays at 10:30 a.m. on our sister station, KNKT. Ravi Zacharias said this: human beings are not an accidental blip on the radar screen of time. We are made with a specific purpose. That's a solar flare on Star 88.
Lately, life's just been too much to take. I'm slowly wearing thin, I'm losing faith. It feels like any moment I could break. I need a miracle, I need a hero. If you're my champion, then I can't lose if I got you. If you've already won, there's nothing you can pull me through. In my weakness, you are strong. so long since I've had any rest, and I've lost track of all the times I've wept. But I'll keep crying out to my last breath, and I'll pray to you till I've got nothing left. You're my champion, and I can't lose if I got you. If you've already won, there's nothing you can't pull me through. In my weakness, you are strong. So give me strength to carry on. Oh God, if you are for me, what could stand against my champion? Strength to make the mountains move. He will make these mountains move. I can do all things through Him who gives me strength to make the mountains move. He will make these mountains move. You're my champion, and I can't lose if I got you. You've already won, there's nothing you can't pull me through. In my weakness, you are strong. You give me strength to carry on. God, if you are for me, what could stand against me? God, if you are for me, what could stand against my champion? My champion!
Here's Chris Hodges with a challenge to live a reproducing spiritual life.
Should we talk about my grandmother, or at what point do we become the person that people talk about? See, I think sometimes we're more content just to talking about, like, I hear more, I'd love to have a mentor. Well, go be a mentor. See, we're kind of we get stuck in Christian world on the receiving end of things, but the real meat on the bone, you want meat, you want deep teaching. The deep teaching is start living your life in a way that it's having these generational impacts where you are a faithful person who's giving it. You're receiving it from your pastor, you're taking it and you're giving it to others, and those others are taking it to others. And now you look at the end of your life and a whole generation of people have been impacted by the grace gift that's inside of you.
That's Chris Hodges and a Star 88 PowerPoint.
Hey, what's going on in the news today?
Rex Tillerson will exit the State Department.
My commission as Secretary of State will terminate at midnight, March the 31st.
1 month to the day since the Parkland school shooting, students from across the country are expected to walk out of their schools at 10 a.m. in each time zone for 17 minutes. 1 minute for each of the 17 victims killed at Marjory Stoneman Douglas. The event is being organized by Women's March Youth, the same group behind the massive women's marches seen after the inauguration of President Trump.
Trump is in Southern California to talk up a key topic during his campaign, a border wall.
You know, for the people that say no wall, if you didn't have walls over here, you wouldn't even have a country.
Consumer side prices rose at a weaker 0.2%. This follows word that wages also rose at a slower pace in February compared to the prior month. A big wage gain in January sparked inflation worries and kicked off the sell-off, leading to the first stock market correction in over 2 years.
Portable chargers sold by Amazon are being recalled. There have been 53 reports of overheating. One customer was burned by battery acid. 260,000 Amazon Basics chargers are affected. You can contact Amazon for a full refund.
Well, okay. I'll be contacted.
Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being a part of the show, hanging out with us on a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday. Sorry, Brody.
It is Wednesday, my dude.
Love it. Thanks for chiming in. YouTube.com/star88FM. You can go subscribe to our YouTube channel, watch the show live, or you can watch it on Facebook if you want. Go like our page, Star88FM. Thank you to everybody that's shared our page on Facebook as well, and YouTube. Thank you so much. I've been seeing that. You guys can share it with your friends and family when you have time. 505-338-3700 if you'd like to call in. And you can text in at 505-585-LIVE. Contribute to the show. So Steve-O's going to be turning 40.
Oh, man. Thank you.
In about a month.
you.
Well, no, about a month. It's only March. In July 17th, 16th.
When is my birthday?
16th. July 16th.
Are you sure about that?
15th. Or 18th.
When's my birthday?
Yeah, 15th. There's so many birthdays in July. I can't.
Oh,
keep
yeah?
track.
Who else's birthday's in July?
Bucks.
Okay, when's Buck's birthday?
His is July 8th.
Okay.
And mine is in July 21st.
Uh-huh. When's Phoenix's?
His is July 9th.
13th.
Yep.
When's mine?
15th.
Nope.
18th.
Nope.
16th.
Sure.
I said the 16th. That was right.
Yeah, but you started off incorrectly. 5th, 7th.
I said 16. You said, are you sure? You should have said, yeah, that's correct.
No, I wasn't going to say that's correct because you weren't sure. You were guessing like
You're
you
right.
just did.
You're right, man. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I have CTE.
It's okay. Your birthday's the 21st, but whatevs.
Because I already told you.
But I've known that.
I know. Yeah. It's cool. Anyway, Steve-O's turning 40, and it's scary for him, and
Gosh.
he's super stressed about it.
This is the last time you're allowed to say that on the radio, and then I'm going to start dumping you.
Hey, man, 40 is just a number, okay? 40 is just a number. You don't look 40.
Hashtag not my number.
Right? You don't look 40, man. You look
Britt says I don't
38.
look a day over 38. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Oh.
Thanks, you guys.
Britt, yeah.
Like-minded. Same jokes.
Here you go. Your risk skyrockets for things like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, obesity, diabetes. So I found a few lifestyle changes you should try to make before
Great.
you hit 40. You got a few months, man, to try to make these changes. Now, we talked about a couple of them this morning already. Stop pigging out was one of them.
Nope.
That's the thing with Steve-O. The whole pigging out thing, okay. Just as long as you're not eating just really bad food all the time, which I know you eat bad food, but you guys cook dinner every night. You guys are pretty good. You guys are pretty health
Here's
conscious.
one thing that I will say, because we were talking about this in the 6 o'clock hour. Last night I grilled burgers, and I had a double burger, some fries, and then I was still hungry, so I had a bowl of Fruit Loops. And then I was still hungry.
bowl of Fruit Loops.
So I had another double burger.
Look at this man. If you go to YouTube or Facebook, you can see how
Okay.
skinny he is. He weighs
You
$150 soaking wet.
I was just about to say, you say that because I was always like 145, 150. This morning, just out of curiosity, because it'd been a minute, I jumped on the scale and I stopped dead in my tracks because it's the most I've ever
No
weighed
way.
in my entire
Did you
life.
hit your goal?
I'm 171.
You've always wanted to be in the 170s.
I was always like, dude, if I could be 165, I just couldn't imagine life like that. And then all of a sudden I stopped going to the gym and I just started eating whatever I wanted. I'm currently 20 pounds more than I'm used to.
That's crazy, man.
21 pounds more than
Honestly, you look healthy. You look pretty healthy right now. You do. You don't look anorexic. You look healthy.
Thank you.
You were skinny, man. You were skinny. You kind of.
It's metabolism.
You got
So I
muscles.
will say you're doing this, and I'm like, maybe I need to pay attention because I am getting older.
Yeah, see?
Things are changing.
Finally, it's catching up with you.
Gained like 21 pounds, and I don't know how to feel about it.
Jeez. So, yeah, on the list was stop pigging out. Portion control becomes more important as you get older. Buck, if you're listening, if you could call in about your portion control plate. He sponsored a Barry, what was Dr. Barry Ramo, his portion control plate back in the day. Your metabolism slows down. It's easier to gain weight. So you need to get out of the habit of eating whatever you want and pay more attention to your calories, man.
Okay.
And make sure they're good
That's
calories.
stupid. I don't even know what that means. Because that's not the same as carbs, right? What are calories?
Oh my gosh.
Whatever.
Good morning.
Good morning, my brothers. How we doing?
Hi, Rob. What are you doing?
Working my poor little life away. That's about it.
Yeah, that's what we do, man. That's what we do.
Yeah. Hey, for a T-shirt, I'll throw my phone into a residential trash can.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
What's it going to take to get this
is
guy a
that?
T-shirt?
Well,
here's
that
what we
a deal,
need.
or-
What we need you to do actually is just you need to set your phone down and start filming. Are you in a public place?
Yeah.
You're in a public place. We need you want a new T-shirt. So what we need you to do is take your shirt off that you're wearing now and shoot that into the garbage can.
Okay.
And we'll give you a morning invasion.
Stop it.
No, that's it. That's what we're doing.
Okay.
Wait,
Who-
really?
So who do I send? Who do I send that video to?
Oh my gosh.
Rob, we're friends. I'll
Hey,
get you
know
a
what?
T-shirt.
No, shut up, Dex.
What the heck?
Well, here's the thing. I'm not trying to I don't want to use that.
Yeah,
is what I'm
exactly.
saying. Like I want to earn
Exactly.
this.
Oh, my
He's
gosh.
no Britt Romney, okay? Let him earn his keep. He wants a T-shirt.
I'm not that
He's
type of
gotta
friend,
take
man.
his current shirt off and shoot it into the garbage.
No, you don't. That's ridiculous.
It's called basket call.
Okay, so Dex, do you want me to send it to you on a video?
Wait, what size T-shirt do you need? Because
I'm
we're in
out of
limited
this.
supply
I told
right
you
now.
I'd give you
what
one.
What size
so
T-shirt do you need?
If you want to do it,
what size?
it's up to you.
What size T-shirt?
I need a large.
Large.
Rob,
Actually,
it's up to you.
Wait, can I get extra medium?
Extra medium.
Get out of here.
The large shrinks a little, so large is fine.
I'm out of this, Rob. So
you're
it's all
gonna,
you.
you're gonna either you text it to the live line or email it to the studio at star88.fm.
I won't be a part of you going shirtless.
But are you really in public?
Okay.
Are there actual other human beings around?
Well, I'm at my place of employment. I mean, there's here's the thing. So I'm about to step into a meeting, so I can't do it right now because I don't want to go into a meeting sneaky like trash.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll send you the video. I will do it today. I'll send you the video.
All right. We'll be looking forward to it, Rob. Well, Steve-O will.
All right.
Thanks.
Amazing.
Thanks, man.
So send it to the live line. Cool.
There you
Thank you guys. Love you guys, man.
Love you too.
Here's the deal, bro. When people call in with stupid requests, we will. He wanted to know what he had to do. We had to make something
I'm
up
sorry.
on the spot.
But when they're my friend,
It
like
doesn't
they're
matter.
my
It doesn't
friend,
matter.
they don't have to go that
Rob,
route.
yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
You can if you want, but I'm telling you, you
Somebody
don't have to
wants
go
to know
through
why
that.
we didn't get a party horn to celebrate the death of my tapeworm because I gained 20 pounds.
That's a good call. Where's my party horn?
But is he really dead? Maybe he's just asleep. He's lying dormant because I've been eating so much that he's in a food coma.
Maybe he's obese. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome. to the show.
So I actually started doing food portioning.
Yes.
Portioning my food and eating healthier with my wife, and it's helped out. I used to not eat lunch or breakfast. Coffee was my breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
But I found out once I started eating carbs when I had carbs, I ate my protein, I'd stay fuller, and then you snack on berries and fruit and nuts and stuff in between. It's called power snacking. It's really helped out, and I'm still 195. I haven't gained any weight or nothing.
That's good, man. Good for you.
So,
how old are you? Did you hit 40 yet?
No, I'm going to be 34 on the 28th, but when I got married, I gained 40 pounds because my wife's Hispanic and they made panecitos and enchiladas. So I've gained 40 pounds in the first year of marriage. It was the best 40 pounds ever. So.
Right? Well, all right. Well, I'm glad you got it under control, man, because, that when you hit 40, things really start going downhill. Ask Steve-O.
He looks good. He looks good.
Yeah, you look good, man. You look healthy.
Okay.
All right, man.
You do.
Thanks,
you guys
buddy.
have a good one.
You too. All right, so that was one of them. You need to stop pigging out. Again, we're talking about the 5 lifestyle changes you should make before 40. Steve-O's turning 40 on July 16th, guys. Quit smoking was on the list, which you don't have to worry about. You quit many, many years ago. According to one source, it takes the average smoker between 7 and 10 tries to actually quit. So just keep trying and don't get discouraged. Number 3, start exercising. You need to get at least 30 to 45 minutes of exercise a day.
A day?
That's one of the best things you can do for your heart. Just make sure your workout includes a warm-up and a cool-down. And it's more important in your 40s than it is in your 20s.
Our boy Joe Hawk started doing like park wads with me with the kettlebell, and then you watched.
I watched you guys.
Yeah, why can't you do those with me?
Because I'm waiting for the gym.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to start and get sore and then not work out again and then
Well,
get
why
sore
don't we just
all
keep
again.
going to the park every day? Do a little jogging and, like.
I don't know, man.
All right.
Don't pressure me.
I'm just saying.
I also read, I think in your headlines, I put a story in there about, they said, they did a study where they said if you take a hot bath for 30 minutes, it burns 30 calories.
Okay. You need to burn 30 calories?
Yeah, it was something like if you take a hot bath. No, it was if you take. You pull it up. It's in your news.
No.
You know what? I don't want to fake news this thing again.
You are.
Here it is, right there. It turns out having a bath actually burns the same amount of calories as a 30-minute walk. There you go.
So all you're doing is telling people to be lazy again.
That's crazy, though.
Is that a lot? Burning 30 calories?
Well, it wasn't. No, it wasn't 30 calories. I'm sorry. It was
I average
130.
like 600. I'm a day because of my watch. It tells me.
They said the bath soak still managed to burn a whopping 130 calories, the same as a 30-minute walk.
Okay.
The research found that the bike ride, as predicted, burned more calories. However, the bath soak still managed to burn the 130. Researchers believe it was the rise in core temperature which caused the calories to burn off. Each participant also had their blood sugar monitored for 24 hours, and it was discovered that it was 10% lower after the bath. Start taking hot baths, man. A hot bubble bath? Are you kidding me? 130 calories, guys.
I'm going to need to talk to Booty about remodeling my bathroom first because the bathtub is stupid. I don't fit. It's like oval shaped, so you like kind of fit. You know what I mean? It's just not.
Is it a jacuzzi?
No, there's no bubbles.
No bubbles, no jets in there?
Speaking of, Booty on YouTube says I need to move to a new state. Don't take anything or anyone with me. Just start over. New name, background story.
It's terrible advice.
I could pass for 30-something.
That's terrible advice.
Yeah, it's terrible. Coffee increases metabolism. Maybe that's part of it.
No, I mean, sure, maybe. I don't know.
Okay. Sam says 30 calories is like a Skittle. Like one singular
I misspoke.
Skittle.
My bad. Not 30 calories, 130 calories.
Okay.
Is what a hot bath burns.
Okay.
It's the equivalent to a 30-minute run. That's crazy, right? Or a 30-minute walk, I guess.
Okay.
Figure out how to manage your stress. Are you stressed, man?
No.
Stressed out a little bit? You got some anxiety? You have high anxiety.
I really do usually have anxiety.
It says you need to find a way to deal with your anxiety, which we're going to talk about tomorrow morning with Brian Nixon. We're going to talk about stress and anxiety.
I had a vocal coach this weekend. Somebody was like, is Steve-O joking about that because he was screaming all morning? And I got like breathing exercises, all kinds of stuff. I'm supposed to sit down and focus on my breathing for 5 minutes. Isn't that weird? Like literally do nothing.
Yeah.
Say nothing.
Have you tried it?
Ugh. Made it like 40 seconds.
I try to do it every day.
Then I grabbed my Marvel game and was like, does this count? I'm not saying anything. But I wasn't focused on breathing at that point. I was focused on my video game.
That's one of my favorite things that I do is just kind of sit there and just it's calm, quiet,
You're
and just
a weirdo.
breathe, man. It doesn't feel good to you? No?
It just feels boring.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense with you because you're ADD just, I need stimulation. I bet you are crazy in Las Vegas with all the lights and the sounds.
I've only been once and I hated it. Oof. Yeah, I know.
You don't have to worry about this. Stop isolating yourself. It's easy to stay home and do nothing. You got the high-speed internet, huge TV, but you need to socialize. People that socialize tend to live longer, it says.
See? I'm going to live forever. Dead at 43.
A study in 2016 found that if you're lonely or isolated, you're about 30% more likely to develop heart issues. Don't isolate yourself, Dex. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to myself right now.
Okay.
You better stop isolating yourself.
You need to stop isolating yourself. You're getting close to the old 402.
It's true, guys. I turned 39
Not
this year.
402, like 40 as well. Also,
Glad that you're going to hit it first.
same.
I'm glad. That way you can try out 40, and then you can get back to me and then let me know if
Yeah, but here's the thing. By the time you hit 40, I'll already have had it all stretched out, and then you're going to try it on, and it's going to look weird on your body.
What if I don't want to hit 40?
Well, you have to.
I don't have to.
I mean, that's true. Technically, you don't have to. Gosh.
I can't believe I just said that. I'm sorry. So there you go. Those are some. Those are 5 lifestyle changes you should make before 40. Can anybody add to that? Anybody else? I don't know. That seems pretty basic.
Ann Furry says, Steve-O, eat dinner for breakfast and breakfast for dinner. You'll have energy all day, won't have so much to burn at night when you're not as active. True story. Okay.
Yeah, I'm telling you, my 30s probably have been this past 10 years have been really hard. And I'm hoping my 40s are awesome.
Maybe that's why you're just hoping to get to a new decade, because you're like, I just need a win.
I am ready. I'm ready.
Just need a win, bro.
I'm ready to wrap up the 30s, man. It's scary. Yeah, it's scary that I'm going to be hitting my 40s, but I think I'm ready.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, of course. I feel great.
You look great, man.
Thanks, dog. I don't know. Breezy says I'm looking thick with 2 C's. I'm like, what does that mean?
Like a milkshake thick.
Do you like milkshakes thick? I don't rock milkshakes. I'm not like a milkshake kind of guy.
No,
Yeah.
depends.
Yeah. Florencia says, what if socializing stresses me out? Like, we're talking about de-stressing, but we're also talking about socializing. But if socializing is what stresses you out, what do you do?
I think you continue doing it because the more and more you socialize, I think your anxiety will lessen. I think that for me, because I'm an introvert,
yeah.
The more and more I go out and do things and becomes a lot easier.
Every time we go out, these are the words I hear literally every single time. Man, I'm so glad we did this. Every time.
Yeah, right?
Because beforehand, you're like, I
don't want to. Go away.
Jessica Jones season 2. I still have like 6 episodes to go. Man, I'm so glad we did this.
Exactly.
So much fun.
Yes.
Oh, such a good time. Right. Yeah. It's called living.
Shout out to our boy Sam. He said, you know what? I was debating on going through the drive-thru and getting a massive breakfast burrito, but now I'm at home eating some dumb oatmeal.
Yep.
It's not dumb. It's healthy. Good for your heart. Stay away from that sugar, man. There you go. And shout out to all you people turning 40 this year.
Yeah, you guys out there.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll do some more headlines when we come back. 505-585-LIVE. You want to text into the show. We're live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Hang out.
Star 88 thanks Jake Canales at Doorway Home Loans for becoming a power partner. Jake Canales at Doorway Home Loans provides VA, FHA, USDA, and conventional home loans for purchase and refinance mortgages. Jake Canales, Doorway Home Loans, 505-261-5138. Doorway.com/Jake-Canales. Jake Can. Philippians 4:13. NMLS number 310617. Doorway Home Loans, a DBA of International City Mortgage Incorporated. NMLS number 222730.
Coming up this week on A Daily Walk.
Listen, Christian, don't veil your witness to this world. I don't want anybody to see the shine. Listen, man, let it shine. Just go in there. You're the light of the world. You don't have to go into work. Oh, hey, how's it going? Good. Everything's cool. Everything's good. Just unleash it, man. Just be who you are in Christ. Some Christians, they just want to veil their face.
Listen and learn as Pastor John Randall goes through 2 Corinthians on A Daily Walk.
Sundays at 8:30 on The Mission Briefing. Pastor Jack Graham and a Star 88 Supernova.
Jesus said, if you want to see a man, look at John, because there's no greater prophet, no greater man than this one. Now that's a bold statement, isn't it? After all, John did no great miracle. In fact, the scripture says he didn't perform miracles at all. Unlike Elijah, who prayed and the heavens were stopped and then prayed and the rain came, or like Moses, who stood before the Red Sea and parted the waters with the rod of God. This man did no great miracle. He wrote no books. Why would Jesus say this man was a greater man than Elijah, or a greater man than Isaiah, or a greater man than Moses? What's so unique about this particular man? He was a man's man, but something more. He was God's man.
Catch Pastor Jack Graham, PowerPoint, broadcast weekdays at 10:30 a.m. on our sister station, KNKT. This is KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, rebroadcast on KKCJ, Cannon Air Force Base, KPKJ, Mintmore, K201CC, Las Cruces, K203EZ, Alamogordo, K207CQ, Gallup, K211CW, Hobbs, K212EH, Silver City, K214DE, Antonito, K218AK, Artesia, K250AB, Roswell, K293AO, Alamosa, K228DQ, Portales, in the free app for iOS and Android, and online at star88.fm.
Honey, we got a moon that's full and a dance floor made of grass. Your blue eyes make me wanna make this evening last. Put on an old song, put on that new dress. Tomorrow's coming, but it ain't here yet. We got stars outside, just you and I got this feeling rising through the ceiling, singing, ooh, darling, you got me feeling alright. Let me show you I was made to hold you. So loose shoes and dance with me, dance with me, dance with me tonight. Dance with me tonight. We can just forget the deadlines, leave them in the 9 to 5. Let's not waste a night like this. Let's hold on tight. We got stars outside, and it feels just right. I got this feeling rising through the ceiling, singing, ooh, darling, you got me feeling alright. Let me show you I was made to hold you. So loose shoes and dance with me, dance with me, dance with me tonight. Dance with me tonight. My heart beats fast when we're moving slow. Just one touch sends me out of control. Whatever you do, baby, don't let go. Just don't let go. I got this feeling rising through the ceiling, singing, ooh, darling, you got me feeling alright. Let me show you I was made to hold you. So loose shoes and dance with me, dance with me. I got this feeling rising through the ceiling, singing, ooh, darling, you got me feeling alright. Let me show you I was made to hold you. So loose shoes and dance with me, dance with me, dance with me tonight. Dance with me tonight. Dance with me tonight. Dance with me tonight. Wake up, get up, 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 wake up, get up.
It's the Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Next message. I love Star 88. The Morning Invasion is my favorite show, and I listen to it every morning. My favorite part of the show is Teo.
What?
Deleted.
I don't. Thank you for the voicemail. 505-585 live. You can text in or you can call and leave a voicemail.
Next message. I just want to say that I love your station. It's my favorite station. I listen to it every morning. I listen to it every day. My favorite DJ is Joey, and I love Three Amigos.
You guys think you're so funny, don't you? Think you're so funny.
I mean, I'm laughing, so it doesn't help.
Next message.
The Morning Invasion, the home of Dex and Screamo Steve-O.
a place where TMI is a good thing.
Deleted.
Thank you very much. That's right. TMI being brought to you by Preston Hart. Screen printing, live printing, graphic design, PrestonHart.com. You guys check out our Star 88 t-shirts, our TMI t-shirts. Support the station, guys. How's everybody doing? Man, this show went by quick today.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I feel like you don't believe that in your heart.
No, dude, it's the 9 o'clock hour.
You don't believe it!
I'm just really excited. Okay. I'm not sure there's anything more passive-aggressive than what I'm about to tell you. It's also maybe my favorite form of revenge ever. Revenge? They say that revenge is a dish best served cold. Ice cold.
Okay.
A woman on Twitter named Angela Brisk just posted her method for sticking it to the guests that she's had over to her house she doesn't really like.
Revenge!
Yeah. It's not clear why she's having people over who she doesn't like, but that's not the point of her tweet. Angela boils hot dogs, then pours the water into ice cube trays and freezes it. So when she's making drinks for the people she doesn't like, she uses the hot dog flavored ice cube. No!
Oh my gosh.
No! Gross! Listen.
Hot dog flavored ice cubes?
Listen, we are called to love our enemies, okay?
Preach it, Steve-O. Bring it back.
I'm just saying, this woman has got probs and trubs, man. She's got some issues. No! Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord.
Amen.
He will revenge. He will repay. You don't need to rock the hot dog flavored water unless we're talking about Limp Bizkit. What was that laugh? Oh, that is so
I kind of want to
gross.
just prank my kids with this. I want to make some hot dog flavored ice cubes.
Oh, I'm doing this.
And totally prank my kids.
Mark says, that is disgusting. Now, if you'll pardon me, my pork chop slushy is ready.
Oof. Ugh. Yeah, the water that you boil the hot dogs
So the
in.
question is, how do you serve up revenge? I'm just kidding.
No.
Moving on.
No.
Unbelievable. That is so disgusting.
Revenge!
Yeah. Yeah. Can we please do 5 random facts?
And now it's time for
Random
facts.
1, 2, 3, 5.
New Hampshire is the stupidest state. It's because it's the only state where it's still legal for an adult to drive without wearing a seatbelt. Really? Really? They haven't made that illegal yet?
That's crazy.
Number 2. This is really odd, but a fact. Horses can't throw up. Their bodies aren't built to hurl. They can't puke.
Yeah,
they can't regurgitate.
You know
They don't-
what?
Oh,
Makes sense.
oh.
I grew up with horses. I've never seen one puke.
Okay. I mentioned New Hampshire being the only dumb state, but here's 3 more for you. Missouri, Arizona, and Montana. Now, why are those stupid? Because texting and driving is still legal in those 3 states.
Are you... What? You can text and drive in Montana?
Maybe it's because Missouri, Arizona, and Montana, it's mostly like nothing.
There's not a lot of traffic?
Not a lot of traffic.
Yeah,
so
but
you can
still,
still text
man.
and drive because you're like, hey, meet me at the barn in 40.
Okay. That's still... I don't think it matters, man.
Number 4. In 1989, Blockbuster was growing so fast that a new store was opening every 17 hours. Today, there are only about 50 Blockbusters left in existence.
I can't even believe there's 50 Blockbusters left.
There's still 50.
That's crazy.
I wish there was one in our state. Not
No.
that I'd never use it. I just miss the days when you would go and you could like scan the walls and then you'd be like pulling it out and you'd read the back and you'd be like, dude, art back then, like cover art was so much more important than it is today.
Yeah, Hastings. You can do it at Hastings. Oh, wait. Hastings isn't around.
There's nothing. Try Redbox. This is the worst. You don't even have that opportunity. I'm just saying.
Oh.
This has been today's edition of
1, 2, 3, 4.
Random.
We both ran out of time.
Did. I'm usually on top of it. I thought we still had a bunch of time left.
Ah. Number 5. The top causes of death in the United States in 1900 were the flu and tuberculosis. Today, neither of those even make the top 10. The top 2 are heart disease and cancer. So, those are your top 5 random facts.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
We're talking about Blockbuster, Redbox, all of those horrible things. Here's something that Netflix is doing to murder our souls. Netflix probably knows that one of the biggest challenges facing parents these days is that it's really hard to convince your kids to watch television. Yay! I mean, you're like, kids, would you just stay inside and watch TV?
For real, right? Your kids do the same thing?
I wish you'd just go outside.
My kids, they live outside.
Come inside and
they never come inside.
Please.
They hate the TV.
Please, just watch television. That's I just wish they would do that.
They hate the TV. Been trying to get them to watch for
Well,
years.
fortunately, Netflix has come up with a genius way to incentivize children who otherwise just wouldn't bury their heads in a screen all day. Yay! No. They recently started testing new patches.
Patches, like
a patches feature. It's like leveling up on a video game. It's a feature which gives kids digital badges for watching Netflix. Dex. Are you about to become the leader of the patches?
Give me a patch.
Gosh.
What?
Yeah. They can rack up accomplishments like watching every episode of Fuller House, binging Skylanders Academy. It basically turns watching Netflix constantly into a video game
Like
with
merit badges.
little red locks shown on collectible achievements until they're actually unlocked, which is 2 things, brilliant and awful at the same time.
Yes!
It's a little sinister. I'm not necessarily the most cool with it. Brody's going to have all of the Voltron badges. He has seen every season of Voltron 140 times, along with Power Rangers.
Can you imagine if I had a Letterman's jacket, a Netflix Letterman's jacket with an N?
Oh my god!
And it was just like have all these
all of your patches,
all these patches all over, man.
Oh,
or like
man.
a flight jacket with the fur, like the one I'm wearing, kind of. Except it has all of my little patches everywhere.
Like a flight
Pretty
jacket.
cool,
yeah,
man.
yeah, with your Netflix badges. Okay.
Why am I not sponsored by them?
Okay, for what it's worth, Netflix actually says they're just testing it out. It might not become a permanent addition because not every parent is going to be.
This is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Because, you want to feel that sense of accomplishment.
Oh, yeah.
And do
Carl's
you
already
feel-
challenging you. Oh, new challenge coming. New challenge coming.
Do you
Rival
feel-
Dex's patches.
Do you feel that accomplishment when you're done binge watching a season or a series? Because I feel empty inside.
Yeah, because it's like, that's it. Last night was the season finale of This Is Us, which I watched live on TV. Like
Why
they
would you
used
watch
to
it
back in the
live?
day.
That's so weird, man. Nobody does that anymore.
And it ended, and I was like, okay, well, now what?
Yeah, you feel empty.
I guess I could go outside.
It's going to be another year or more till next season.
Cool. I'll just.
Oh, what's this? Another series? Okay, I'll try it. Yeah, you feel empty inside. Thank you,
I
Netflix.
don't know what to do.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. You've been telling everybody all morning that I'm about to hit the big 4-0, which is a big deal.
July 19th.
My universe. Okay, July 16th.
July
However, most people these days don't even make it that far before they hit their first crisis. The old midlife crisis thing that I'm expecting to hit come July when I turn 40 and realize that I'm halfway to death probably in all likelihood, even if I started working out and ate well from now on, that really at least halfway there. Sure, I know Scripture says we're not promised tomorrow, so we got to treat each day like a gift and we're going to enjoy it. That's why it's called the present. I ad-libbed that last part.
I love that.
Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying, if I were to somehow not die in some crazy tragic accident or something, I've probably only got like 40 left. So midlife crisis, here I come.
So you haven't hit your midlife crisis yet? You don't feel like you've hit it?
I guess not. However, 60% of millennials say they're currently going through a quarter life crisis.
You know what?
Yeah.
I feel like I have.
Quarter life crisis. Like, midlife crisis normally, like, what do you think I'm going to do when I hit 40? Buy a Harley? I bought Mazdarth last year. It's my sporty car, my 6-speed. What am I going to do this year? Freak out? It's usually like, they buy a sports car.
But do you feel like you need to?
No, of
See,
course not. I'm
That's
not
the
really
difference.
going to.
I totally get the midlife crisis because in some ways, I get anxiety over the fact that I'm almost 40 years old.
Yeah.
And Well, I can't say I haven't really accomplished a lot because I feel like I have accomplished a lot.
Of course you have.
But at the same time, I feel like my life is half over.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I need to experience more things. I'm going to go out and buy a Corvette today.
Okay, shut up. You're so dumb.
I've never owned a Corvette.
It's a little harder for millennials to like really enjoy a quarter life crisis because they don't have any money and still live with their parents. So,
Well,
but
I live at the Petersons. I could afford a. No, I can't.
according to a new survey, more than half of millennials say they're currently going through their quarter life crisis. I'm not joking. 60% of people between the ages of 25 and 35 say they're in a quarter life crisis right now, and they're having trouble coping with financial or personal issues. Here are the top 3 reasons why millennials say they're in a quarter life crisis. Number 3, they have relationship issues or can't find someone worth dating, and they're already 25 to 30 years old.
Oof. Gosh, man, that was really depressing.
Number 2, they can't find a good job. I'm 25 to 30 and I can't find a good job. 26% of people said that, or 24% who said they hate their current job and feel like
that's
they'll never
sad.
get out of it.
That's sad, man.
Number 1, the number 1 reason millennials are going through a quarter life crisis, according to them. They're not making enough money. 53% of millennials said they're in a quarter life crisis because they are currently spending more than they earn each month, which means they're relying on their parents, racking up debt, and or both. Here's the question, my friend.
My dudes.
If you know that you're spending more than you earn, why not just, I don't know, stop spending all your money?
Isn't that weird how, and I'm this person, why can't I enjoy holding on to money? Why is it that I feel like
Holding back the
I have,
years.
if I have a pile of cash,
Yeah.
I got to go spend it. Why can't I just enjoy just having money and not spending it? It's like I have to do it.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Like that's like a big thing, living beyond your means.
I don't know.
Because that in turn causes stress because you've got debt, you don't know how you're going to pay for certain things. It's like, dude, just slow down. There's got to be better ways to go about life than yeah.
It's weird, man. I don't get it.
Do you think it's because as you get older, you recognize those things and you slow down a little more?
Yeah, I think so, for sure.
Because I do remember being in my early 20s, when I was like 21, 22 years old, a lot of my friends in that college age group, I wasn't walking with the Lord at the time. A lot of them they'd want to go out every night. I always wanted to be around people. So it was always at the bars. And you'd spend stupid amounts of money because drinks are expensive, you're hanging out with your friends, whatever. And it's like, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
You could get a sixer for, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
My
But
God.
really though, it's like, why are you going out every single night and overspending? And I was one of those kids because I was going out every night because everybody else was. You're buying drinks, you're hanging out and doing stupid things, living way beyond your means, making terrible decisions.
Yep.
No, I just
CTU.
Yeah, hi. Jack? Is this Jack
Hello?
Bauer? Jack Bauer.
Go ahead, Jack.
This is actually not Jack.
Oh.
Go ahead. Bill.
I was just sorry to disappoint.
No, that's okay.
But,
I was like, are you in trouble? Did you go rogue again? Are you somewhere that CTU can't find you?
Right. Well, I just had a super quick question.
Yes.
Did I miss a commercial against Booty and for Brit this morning?
Oh, you're the guy who
You're the
left
guy
the
that called in,
voicemail.
huh? Good voicemail.
You
Yes.
Did you hear
I wish you listened to the show.
You didn't hear the voicemails, huh?
You didn't
Our little
listen.
segment?
Yeah, we
I
did
did,
an
and
entire.
I slept through my alarms this morning,
Oh,
so I missed
You did it. Don't worry. I totally trashed all you guys. It was good. It was a really good time. Go back and listen to the podcast. We're Americans,
I
okay?
will.
We're not
When will it be
Americans.
up?
We're not Facebook fascists. We're not YouTubocrats or whatever. We're just people, okay?
Oh,
And
man.
people are people. Why can't you guys just unite, okay? Why can't you just? I love Booty and Brit. That sounds weird when you say it like that.
it. Yeah. Well, yeah, it was just, I don't know.
You know what, man? Here's the deal.
What?
At 9:35, I'll play the voicemail again, okay?
All right, cool.
All right? I'll play it for you.
Yeah, okay.
All right, thanks, man.
All right,
Love
man.
you guys.
Love you too, man. It was a brilliant voicemail. It was really good.
It was a, yeah.
Jack?
Chloe, the president just told me what was happening.
Thank you, Jack.
Jack Bauer, guys.
Miss you.
Debbie says I'm a chemical engineering student. I have no money to spend. I save every dollar I have.
Oh, wow.
Dope.
Good for
you know what? Big house, fancy car. That's what Randall said. You work hard now. One day, Deja, big house, fancy car.
As Dave Ramsey would say, live life really hard now, and in the future you'll be able to live like nobody else.
That's not what he says. If you live like no one else,
you'll live
later you can live like no one else. Yeah, I somewhat agree with that. I hear what he's saying. It's a good, sound idea. But I do think there's something to having fun adventures now, too. Instead of being like, well, I can't afford Disneyland, so I'm just going to save for 17 years and hope my kids still enjoy it at that point. You can still go on rad adventures with your kids without spending thousands of dollars.
It's true, man. It's so true.
Yeah. Somebody said, I think I save lots of money because I genuinely hate human beings, so I don't go party. So there's that.
What's my excuse then? I mean,
somebody else said my mom was terrible with money. So as a kid, I experienced all of that stress. I have $0 at the end of the month. I'm 20.
Mom and Dad.
I have a good chunk of change sitting in my bank just to be safe. You can spend it, but not all of it. I hear that. Maybe it's depending upon the way you grew up, because my mom, same thing, always stressed.
Yep.
Money, financial stuff.
You'd think
But
you would do
because
the
of that,
opposite,
it's like a
though.
burden for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I never want to be in a place where I'm stressed about money.
Yeah.
And yet somehow, even though everything's taken care of and I know God provides, I still find myself in the place of stressing about that.
And I guess that's kind of
So
where
stupid.
my mentality has always been that God has always provided, because my parents, they own their own business for 40 some odd years.
Yeah.
And there were seasons where they were making a lot of money, and there were seasons where, holy cow, man, I don't know if we're going to be able to buy groceries.
Yeah.
So we lived through both, but at the same time, I saw that we were always taken care of no matter what. And so I've always had that. So I don't know if that's why I'm just kind of like, I don't really care about money, and let's just go do it now. And I was never really taught to save, or, the value of money really means nothing to me. And that's kind of sad because it shouldn't be that way. You should be able to save. You should be able to have the emergency funds. And because I have found myself in a really tough spot, I live with the Petersons.
In a tight spot.
In a tight spot.
In a tight spot.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's tough, man. I mean, I just keep praying that I'll win that Powerball. And,
Wow. When did this become about you? We're talking about millennials and their quarter life crisis. What happened?
I don't know.
Speaking of money. I thought this was kind of interesting. 56% of Americans said they would stop to pick up a penny. Pennies are basically like the most useless coin in existence, right?
No, man, I used 2 pennies the other day.
Yeah. If you have one in your home, it almost counts as like clutter more than it counts as money.
That's true.
But seriously, I don't know. 56% of people said they would stop dead in their tracks if they saw one. If you saw a penny on the street, would you stop and pick it up?
No.
I wouldn't either.
No.
I'm grossed out by germs anyways.
How about a nickel?
Nope.
Dime?
Nope.
Quarter?
Yes.
Yes.
Only a quarter.
I know, right?
I will stop to pick up a quarter. Nothing else.
Yeah.
There could be 5 dimes on the ground.
Right.
And I wouldn't touch them. All together, 5 dimes.
That's amazing.
Just laying there on the ground, and then 1 quarter over there, and I'd go for the 1 quarter.
That's so funny, right?
Yeah. Won't touch them. It doesn't even matter how much money you make. People who made over $80,000 a year were still likely to pick up pennies. Same as people who make less than $40,000 a year. So here's the thing. Some of us have crazy higher standards like you and I. According to the survey, 11% of people said they'd only stop for a nickel, 6% said they'd only stop for a dime, and 14% said they'd only stop for a quarter. 6% of people said they wouldn't pick up any coin in the streets.
Really?
Yeah, they're crazy. Quarters are dope. I will always stop to pick up a quarter. But literally just a quarter.
Yeah.
Misty says a penny saved is a penny earned. Brian says, would you throw a penny away?
Yes, I have. Gosh, I'm terrible. Not terrible. I throw money away.
You do not throw money away. He does, guys, every day on fast food.
I wonder if I have any.
I don't have change.
Do.
Yeah.
I got a penny right here.
See, on the flip side, Cynthia says, I actually feel really bad if I don't pick up change off the floor. See, what is that good for?
Name the year and I'll give you the penny.
1989.
Darn it.
Shut up.
Just kidding.
I was like, what? What year was it?
2014.
Oh, nobody wants a 2014 penny. Those things are almost worthless. It's worth like a cent.
Man.
Yeah.
Cool, though.
Somebody said that's why you got kids. Make them pick them all up. Somebody said the best thing is finding money in other people's laundry. I found a 20 once. Wait, in other people's laundry?
Maybe they have roommates. You know?
Somebody said we struggled when I was young. I never want to live like that again. I pay extra on my bills every month. Sometimes 5, sometimes 20. I'm about 3 months ahead on most of my monthly utility bills.
Heck yeah.
Should anything ever happen, I know I'll be okay for at least 3 months until I can get back on my feet.
That's
dope.
How you do it right there.
Somebody said I pick up the pennies not for cash, but because it's a heads up. It's good luck. It's also more luck if it ends up being the year you were born. Oh, nice. I never read that in any book. Somebody said I pulled over on Pan American because I saw a 20 spot on the curb, risked my life for that 20. I mean, yeah, duh.
Yeah.
If you saw a 20 in the middle of the
Heck
highway,
yeah.
you pull over.
Yeah, man.
Looper says, I'll pick it up and lick it just to gross you out. Gross, dude.
That's Sizzler money right there.
Somebody said, yeah, because quarters don't have germs, but those nasty pennies, am I right?
They're so gross.
It's true, guys.
They're so gross.
Quarters shower. They like shower every day. They're so lovely and magical.
Beautiful. Learned a lot about us and the Starmy during this little segment.
Dude, our boy Brandon out in Brooklyn said I used to tour with a guy who threw all of his change on the ground outside of convenience stores.
That's hilarious.
I usually, if I'm at any store, I'm not kidding, if they give me change back and there's that like leave a penny thing, I'll pull out the quarters and leave everything else.
Wow.
I don't care. They pay me 87 cents and it's all dimes, a nickel, and 2 pennies. All of it's going in the change drawer. You can have it. I only like quarters.
All right, we got to take a break. 505-585-LIVE. You can text into the show. Good morning, YouTube. We're live on YouTube. Go subscribe to our channel. And we're live on Facebook. You can go there. When we come back, we have an incredible voicemail to play. Somebody called the live line and left a voicemail. And there's an attack going on Facebook and YouTube right now. It's pretty much a war. So a lot of campaign ads, and I'm not really sure what the campaign is because there's not a race going on, but there seems to be something happening, and it's fun. So we'll play that when we come back from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Hang on.
John Wesley on a solar flare. Give me 100 preachers who fear nothing but sin and desire nothing but God. And I care not whether they be clergymen or laymen. They alone will shake the gates of hell and set up the kingdom of heaven upon earth. Star 88.
All this trouble that I know, every swing I take and stone I throw, all the bridges that I've burned, all the new ways that I heard. You gave up and I lost track. When you love someone, you don't look back. It don't matter who's at fault, nothing matters now at all. I might have said too much, I might have said too much. running through my fingertips, burning everything I kiss. All the memories that you live in, just another door that I'm closing in a hall that's infinite, but at least I can admit it. I might have said too much, I might have said too much. I won't forget your touch, I'm saying too much. A better life is waiting, a better life is waiting. A better life is waiting, a better life is waiting. And what is done, piece together what's been broken. Can you ever give up someone? A better life, and what is done, piece together what's been broken. Can you ever give up someone? A better life is waiting. And what is done, piece together what's been broken. Can you ever give up someone? A better life, and what is done, piece together what's been broken. Can you ever give up someone? A better life is waiting, a better life is waiting, a better life is waiting. A better life is waiting, a better life is waiting, a better life is waiting.
Christine Kane challenges us to not just look at those around us, but to see the person as Christ sees them. In this Star 88 PowerPoint.
You know, my daughter, Sophia, she was having a lot of problems at school, and I couldn't work it out because she's so bright. She really is, like her mother. And anyway, she was really doing quite bad at school. And I thought there's a disparity here. I wasn't kind of being one of those, mothers that think your kid's awesome. I really wasn't. But I thought there's just something not right. And so we took her to the eye doctor, which, if the teacher had half a brain, may have picked this up a lot earlier. And when we took her to the eye doctor, he was just stunned at how bad her eyes were. And then he did a prescription, and she put on glasses. I'll never forget it. She put on glasses. She went, "Mummy, there's words on the whiteboard." And see, what happens is she didn't even know she couldn't see. And a lot of us don't even know that we can't see.
That's Christine Kane on a Star 88 PowerPoint.
What's going on in the news today?
Rex Tillerson will exit the State Department.
My commission as Secretary of State will terminate at midnight, March the 31st.
1 month to the day since the Parkland school shooting, students from across the country are expected to walk out of their schools at 10 a.m. in each time zone for 17 minutes. 1 minute for each of the 17 victims killed at Marjory Stoneman Douglas. The event is being organized by Women's March Youth, the same group behind the massive women's marches seen after the inauguration of President Trump.
Trump is in Southern California to talk up a key topic during his campaign, a border wall.
For the people that say no wall, If you didn't have walls over here, you wouldn't even have a country.
Consumer side prices rose at a weaker 0.2%. This follows word that wages also rose at a slower pace in February compared to the prior month. A big wage gain in January sparked inflation worries and kicked off the sell-off, leading to the first stock market correction in over 2 years.
Portable chargers sold by Amazon are being recalled. There have been 53 reports of overheating. One customer was burned by battery acid. 260,000 Amazon Basics chargers are affected. You can contact Amazon for a full refund.
Live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Welcome to the show, everybody. Thanks for joining us. 505-585-LIVE. You can text in, and you can also call it and leave voicemails. Like we were saying before the break, there's kind of a battle happening between YouTube and Facebook Live. We have Britt Romney on the left, Booty on the right. No, that doesn't represent left wing or right wing. It just represents the Facebook is to my left and the YouTube is to my right.
That's hilarious. I was like, when did we decide?
They're battling it out. And so we have people calling the live line, and they are sounding off because punches have been thrown. Not only towards Booty, but towards Brittany. And Britt Romney's people are upset.
Next message. If you listened to the show yesterday, you were probably enraged by the comments and ads against Britt. The Booty campaign launched vicious attacks at our good friend Britt and was downright low in its false remarks. This attack was launched by an anonymous caller who was too cowardly to show his identity. That is downright dirty politics and fake news. For example, the Booty campaign statement about returning strawberries was absolutely false. Britt strives for a healthy climate and a healthy baby, and by returning tasteless GMO strawberries, she was protecting her baby from harmful toxins and preventing their spread. Since when is a mom protecting her baby something to attack her on? Furthermore, about her baby's gender, who is willing to spend hundreds of dollars on genetic testing to try to figure out their baby's gender? Dedicated parents, that's who. Britt is also a longtime friend of the Morning Invasion, and has a proven track record of success as a guest on the show. This no booty dude doesn't know what he's talking about. Speaking of talking, making fun of the way people talk is discrimination and prejudice against Britt and all our fellow homie Britannios. Britt is clearly not questionable at all. If anyone is, it's Booty. He has made remarks on many things, perhaps the foremost being a questionable comment on the size of Steve-O's jeans. How wrong is that? Is that the kind of person we want in office? No. No, it's not. I'm Richard, and join me at #StandWithBrit and join Facebook Live to stop mudslingers like this. Paid for by the Alliance Defending Brit. Psalms 38, 31, 18. Blessings in the name of Jesus.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much for that. Thank you. A lot of mudslinging happening, and I love it. Just love it. Feel free to call that live line whenever you feel like you need to sound off. Whether you're for Britt Romney, for Booty.
How about we're just for the people?
You know, I mean,
I don't care.
That's okay, too.
I love you both, even though you guys fight over stupid things.
Yeah. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Hello. This is Greg from Waukesha, Wisconsin.
Yeah, Triple G.
Triple G. What are you doing? Where's my
hey, I'm right now in the pit at Carroll University, and I haven't walked out. So, you know, there's that. There's that. But
I'm playing your theme song right now.
Oh, I can't hear it.
Well,
that's okay.
That's all right.
Okay. So I'm for Steve-O and Dex. I just wanted to let you know.
It's
like
Dex
that.
and Steve-O, Triple G. Say it right.
No, I mean, you could say Steve-O and Dex. Maybe he prefers me, so he thought of me first.
Is that true, Greg? Is that true?
Well, you know, Steve-O is my newest Facebook friend.
What?
So,
We're not friends on Facebook? Wait, I have too many friends. I can't add you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, we are friends.
We are?
My most recently added Facebook
Right.
friend.
Yeah. See, I recognize these things. I guess Dex doesn't pay attention to his Facebook friends.
Got a lot of followers, guys.
Hey, I've got friends here, you guys, Alyssa and Grace, giving a shout-out to them that can verify that I'm actually totally blind.
Greg,
would you like to talk to them?
But Greg, we believe you. We don't think you're lying.
Why would we ever
I know, but would you like to... I just want you to say hi to
You know what? Put him on the phone.
Yes,
I have
please do.
questions.
Please do.
I have questions.
Now I have a lot more questions.
Okay. Who wants to go on? It's Dexter Steve-O from a radio station in New Mexico.
Oh, this is Alyssa speaking.
Hey, Alyssa, is it weird when your friend puts you on the spot because he's blind and he wants you to corroborate his blindness?
Yeah.
You know, a little bit, but I'll do anything for Greg. He's like my favorite person.
Why?
So
Because he's
I'll
blind?
be a little
Why? Because he's
uncomfortable for
blind?
him.
Is that why?
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I'm just
why
asking
would
a
that have
question.
anything to do with it?
Is he your favorite because he's blind?
No, he's my favorite because he's like the most happy, content person that I've ever met on the face of this earth.
Is it because he can't see all the ugliness of the world?
No, I think it's because that he's just got this joy and this light about him, and he loves Jesus, and I think that shows through everything that he does.
Does Greg wear glasses?
Why would
Does
he
Greg
wear
wear glasses?
you idiot?
What does he? Answer the question. Answer the question.
No, Greg does not wear
I don't
glasses.
believe he's blind.
Okay,
He's
so
not
then
blind.
here's what you need to do. If you're really his friend, you need to like convince him that like the Ray Charles thing was cool. He doesn't know who that is, but like Ray Charles wore really cool Ray-Ban sunglasses.
I don't believe he's blind now.
And it was like, oh, that guy's wearing sunglasses in the building, and he can. I've always wanted to wear sunglasses indoors, but I can't because I just look like a jerk. But it'd be like, oh, well, yeah, duh.
So I should try and convince him?
Yes.
That was
Yeah,
the dumbest
okay.
thing you've ever said.
You're the dumbest thing I've ever said.
All blind people wear glasses.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, this one does not.
Exactly. I'm trying to think of other
Well, I don't know if he's
people.
blind. I don't know if I believe him now.
He is.
Okay. All right.
Gosh.
Act like you're gonna punch him in the face and see if he like flinches.
Oh my
No.
Lord.
I'm just trying to prove. Greg wants to know if
Greg
we
wanted us to
believe
make
him.
sure that he was really
So
blind.
try to
so we're
slap
just-
him in the face, but
he's-
not really slap
please,
him.
Please don't
Just
be
don't get
offended
too close.
by my friend Dex. He grew up in Montana, and his mom dropped him when he was little. She
so
corroborated that. She has corroborated that story. That's the only reason I can say that.
I just want Greg to know that we believe him when he says he's blind. We believe him.
Of course he is. Yes, we believe him.
I'm not sure. Like I'm sure you guys believe him, but here I'm just here to tell you it's true. I'm gonna hand the phone back.
No,
to Greg
we're not
now.
done with you, lady. I got more
they're
questions.
Not done with me. Hold on.
No,
hold on
we're
a
done.
second.
We're done. I don't want you to be uncomfortable. I
Okay,
want you to
okay.
like us. This is the first impression, and Dex has totally ruined it. My name is Steve-O, and I'm the one Greg likes more.
That's not true at all.
And you can like me more too because I'm not awful like this
Okay,
human to my
I
left.
like you more.
Thank you.
Steve-O's very a racist
I like you more
and ignorant.
until like I meet you, and then I
Oh.
can make like an actual
Hold
evaluation.
on. Hold on. So you like
That's
racist
true.
people?
Okay, I am not
Huh?
racist.
Do you like
My
ignorant
mother-
racist people?
My mother is Spanish. My father's white. So like I've. You know
Oh,
what
so
I'm
that makes
saying?
it okay. So you're not a
No, I'm
racist
not
because your
saying-
family.
I'm just saying-
Wow.
I'm just
Wow.
gonna. Gosh.
Jeez.
Gosh, I'm so sorry.
See what I'm
for
saying?
him.
See what I'm
so
saying?
sorry for him.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
glad.
there's so much going on right now.
I
There
know.
really is.
Well,
you know, this is what happens. You wake up on the wrong side of the bed, Dex. And,
See, this is what he does. This is what he does. He pushes it over to me. So it's all on me.
I mean,
It's okay. It's a Wednesday morning. It's only like 10:45. It's
so
okay.
yeah. I mean, let's be real. This was like a blind taste test of our morning show. What do you think about it?
You're so
It's pretty entertaining.
Oh.
I mean, I never expected this to happen this morning. So
Yeah. Oh, that was
pretty
an
great.
interesting little accent there. Where are you from?
Waukesha, Wisconsin.
Waukesha.
That doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah, it's a made-up place.
That's where
Waukesha, Maka,
I
Waka,
can
Washington.
tell. No, it's Boom Waukeshaka, and it's where they got the term in NBA Jam
Boom
on the
Waka
Sega Genesis.
Shaka.
When Shaq would dunk the ball, they'd say Boom Shaka Laka, and it was a shout out to Waukeshaka, Wisconsin.
You know what? You're right. Boom Shaka Home Trampoline Park in Olympia, Washington. Boom Shaka.
Yeah. I wasn't making stuff up. See, this
I mean,
is also why.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, this is also why you can trust
you seem
me.
to know. You seem to know more about my hometown than I do.
You know,
so
I watch
probably
a lot
educate
of
myself.
television, mostly the education channels. So I just, it was really good to meet you. I'm really sorry that Greg and Dex put you on the spot like that. But again, Steve-O,
you know, it's
I'm here for
okay.
you.
What
Such a
what is life
politician.
without a little spontaneity? You know.
You know, that's so true.
Just
and
put
then you
Greg
can
back on the
always
phone.
say you were on a morning show across the world called The Morning Invasion. So that's cool.
Put Greg
Yeah,
back on.
it's awesome.
Mhm.
I'm
Okay.
Melissa Spitzer, everybody.
There you
And,
go. There you go.
All right,
Thank
bye-bye.
you so much. Thank you.
And she has to get her coffee now because they've been calling out her coffee.
Poor thing.
We're like in this coffee shop
Greg
area.
and
so, like,
Dex. Gosh, both of you
What,
guys.
Greg? You couldn't get her coffee for her? What's the deal?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'd probably walk into a few tables. I did that this morning.
Did you?
I walked into like a couple people, and like I was like, "Sorry, I didn't see you there." That's literally what I say when I walk into people.
Gosh.
And then they see my cane, and then they're like, they don't know whether to laugh or feel bad. You know.
Greg, why aren't you wearing glasses, man?
Well, you know, Dex, this is the thing. They like, I had someone try to give me Coke bottle glasses once, and like 3D glasses at the movie theater. I've been handed them.
Yeah.
I'm like, I probably don't need these.
Yeah.
At the movies.
But I mean, you could wear
so,
cool Ray-Bans. Do you know who Ray Charles was?
I do know Ray Charles. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
I was in my former life, I'm just kidding. Several years ago, I was a journalist, and I got to interview Ray Charles' daughter.
Oh
No
my
She's
God,
Ray
that's cool.
Charles.
So did you never took up the trend of Ray-Bans, huh? I just assumed you'd wear like cool sunglasses because he wore really cool sunglasses.
You know, I never actually knew that Ray-Bans were named after Ray Charles, but now it makes sense. See, that's why I turned to you guys, because, you know,
That's
you
what I
guys
said,
explain
huh?
things to me, you know?
Yep. That's why they're called Ray-Bans.
Is that for real?
No, I don't
Okay.
think so.
Hey,
I
you know
don't
what?
think so.
Don't listen to anything Steve-O's saying.
I didn't say that. I just
Ray-Ban-
said he wore them and he looked cool.
He wore
I never
Ray-Bans?
said that Ray Charles named Ray-Bans.
Okay, you know Ray Charles wore Ray-Bans?
Yeah, dude. Everybody knows that.
Okay.
Okay.
You're fake
Cool.
news.
No.
You're fake news, man.
I'm being serious right now. He wore Ray-Ban sunglasses. Look at that. According to the National Museum of American History, the Smithsonian Institution, Ray Charles wore signature Ray-Ban sunglasses. Apologize immediately.
You know what? I apologize.
There
Can
you
I
go.
be honest with you guys? I actually don't like the feeling of glasses, like the wearing stuff like
Yeah, but nobody does
behind
at first,
your
Greg.
ears.
But nobody
Yeah.
does
What?
at first. Nobody likes wearing glasses at first. You got to get used to it.
I know. Kind of like coffee. It's an acquired taste.
Exactly.
And I guess I've acquired that taste, so.
I guess if you don't need
No.
glasses either. I mean, if you
Listen,
don't
and
need
by
them,
the
you
way,
don't need
Ray-Bans were founded in 1937, so
Wow.
no, they were not named after Ray Charles. So, just trying to, but he
So-
did sport signature Ray-Bans. So.
All right.
Yeah, I will have to let you know that Alyssa, are you bragging right now that you are just on the phone with guys from New Mexico?
That's
yeah, yeah. She's
See, you know what? His daredevil instincts kicked in, and he heard her all the way across the room.
Did you hear her all the way across the room, Greg?
That's pretty cool.
no. She got her coffee.
Oh.
Which is your coffee cold now?
Greg, that's
Alyssa?
the wrong answer. You're supposed to say, yeah, she was like 100 yards away.
I really thought he could hear her across the room because
No, but my
heightened
hearing and my
senses.
memory are probably like my most sensitive senses. Like my, they are probably my most heightened.
Triple
senses,
G, let me
so-
ask you this. If somebody dropped a quarter across the room and it sent sound waves out, could you see the shadows of the people around the quarter?
Probably not.
Oh, okay.
I
Daredevil
might be able
can.
to hear the quarter depending on how far across the room
Okay.
it was.
That's cool.
I really want you to binge watch Daredevil on
no,
Netflix.
you can't say binge watch, you dumb.
Binge here.
Binge here.
Can you binge here Daredevil for me? Because I think you're going to love it.
No, you won't
I
because
will
there's
binge-
a lot. No,
binge.
Here's one thing I know. I'm your friend, Triple G, and he walked out of Star Wars because there wasn't a lot of dialogue, so he didn't know what
There's a
was
lot of
going on.
dialogue.
There's not a lot of dialogue. There's a lot
I
of
don't
fight
know.
scenes. There's a lot of fight scenes, so you're going to hear a lot of punching.
That's okay.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd be too into that.
Just
but,
try
you
it.
know,
Will you
don't
try
try
it, Greg? For me, will you try one episode at least?
Okay.
Okay, I'll
Thank
watch
you.
it for you.
Thank
Wait,
you.
I don't have Netflix.
I'll give you my
Steve,
I'll give you
can
my
I borrow your
username.
Password.
Oh, go ahead, Bar Stevos.
Or Dex. Yeah.
You can have mine. I'll give
Dex,
you mine.
Send me your username and password
You got it,
over
buddy.
Facebook.
You got it.
Yeah.
You got it, and you're welcome to use it anytime.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Amazing.
Sounds good, man.
All
Well, I just thought I'd call in. And by the way, my mom asked the other day. This is a Greg's mom question. She asked, since I was calling into a radio station in New Mexico, she must have forgot the New Mexico part. She said, "You can't speak Spanish."
Wow.
I'm
we
like,
get that. We do
Yeah,
get that.
it's true. People think we're
Yeah.
part of Mexico.
Yeah.
I get
Yeah,
it. You know.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. It's New Mexico, Mom. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in case my mom's listening, Mom,
shout out to
it's
Mom.
New Mexico.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
Triple
okay.
G.
By the way,
yes.
I like you guys on Facebook because YouTube's a little blurry. You know,
Okay.
sometimes
All right.
I can't see.
Is that a blind
I can't
joke?
check out the picture quality.
Is
So
that a blind
I
joke?
vote for Facebook all the way.
Blind
So
joke. You're full of blind jokes.
I am full of blind jokes. Yes. So I will see you. I will see you guys later.
Well,
Me first.
you'll hear us later.
We'll catch you later.
I'll hear you later.
Yeah.
Love you,
Okay.
Triple G.
I love you.
Love you guys too. I'll be waiting for that Netflix password.
All right, you
Okay.
got it, man.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Talk to you later. Bye.
Triple G. I should have talked to him about what I just read in East of Eden. John Steinbeck. He was talking about losing a limb and how, like, if you're older and you lose an arm, that it's like it's tragic and horrendous and you don't know. But then, like, if you're born without an arm, it's different because you don't know any different. So it's not like a loss. And our boy Triple G was born blind, and I immediately thought of him because
No, wait, I think we've
that's
asked
what
him
he was
that-
talking
we've
about,
asked him that question
where it
before.
doesn't feel like he's lost anything because he's never experienced life with it. And
Exactly.
so, I was just thinking of him when I was reading Steinbeck.
Have you
Anyways.
seen those viral videos where the person is colorblind and they give them those special glasses and they can see colors?
Yeah.
And they start crying.
Right.
Can you imagine the day where we're going to be able to like cure blindness and people that were born being blind, like Triple G? Can you imagine if he got to see
Yeah.
and to be there to witness that for the first time?
Yeah.
That would be so amazing, right?
Yeah. No more blind dates for him.
Okay. It's true. It's a good call. Starmy?
Yeah.
Who's
Oh,
this?
man.
Is this Buck? Buck?
Oh, no.
Is this Buck?
Yeah.
What are you doing, man? What
Going to get my hair cut.
Getting your hair done?
You can't do that,
I
man.
know it's
That's
something-
really mean.
I know it's something you're not used to, but
Yeah, he's
those
still
of us-
You know what?
some of
I
us
don't
have-
ever mention
Hey,
it.
you don't like it? Hey, you don't like it when I tease you? Then you shouldn't tease me.
Wait.
I was just saying that,
He was
like, it's
making
something
a
I have to do
statement.
because my hair grows so fast.
Yeah, you also said you
Your
wouldn't
hair
know
doesn't
anything
grow
about it. You know
fast.
how
I wasn't-
sensitive I am about my head.
Wow. I'm sorry, Buck.
I wasn't
Started this
teasing
one.
you.
He's a grumpy pants.
I am not.
He's
I want to be treated fairly, all right? That's
treated
it.
fairly.
I
Listen,
was just
millennial.
saying my hair grows fast. Your hair doesn't grow as
he
fast.
wasn't trying to
That's all I
offend
was
you.
saying.
You're a liar.
He
I'm gonna
was
hang up on
making
you.
a statement that he was going to get his hair cut
You
because
have
he
my
needs
back,
to do those
co-host,
'cause
right
he
now.
still has hair.
Have my back.
Oh, my goodness.
I am on the side of truth,
Okay.
okay? I'm not on anybody's side, all right? I'm on the side of Jesus.
Okay.
Go
so,
on.
a couple of things.
I feel like I've heard
couple
that
of things.
more than once the past 2 days.
First thing is when you were talking to the gentleman that was blind, because
Yes?
the first thing is, what do you think this is? Talladega Nights? Are you going to go out? I just picture you walking around with a pair of scissors stabbing people in wheelchairs and legs to prove that they're actually wheelchair.
He was the one that said, "Here's
Yeah.
my friend to
I
prove
know.
that I'm blind."
Act like you're going to punch him and see if he flinches.
Yeah.
Really?
What? I was just wanted Greg to feel like we knew that he was blind.
No, we already knew that.
I know, but he didn't. He asked us to talk to his friend.
To corroborate.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. And secondly, have you not learned your lesson?
What do you mean? Go ahead.
What happened the last time that you dealt with a blind person?
Okay.
Oh, no.
That's true. Things did not go too well.
Wait, what are we talking
Tried
about?
to give my kidney away, and before you know it, guy steals my car and tries to steal my kidney back. Yeah, you're right. You know what? You're right. It makes me nervous every time we talk to Triple G.
Just saying.
You're right. You're right. I learned a lot from that experience.
Well, obviously not.
What? I'm not giving him my kidney.
He didn't. Oh, my goodness. Although, it was pretty funny when he said, I'll see you guys later. And you said, well, actually, you'll hear us.
Thank you. Thank you. And you know what? He's okay with us. He's okay with us joking around, all right? We have that relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's a friend of the
yeah,
show.
you had that relationship before, too.
He's a friend of the show.
But I'm just saying, just because that he has something doesn't mean it's okay.
Have my back!
Just like how I'm going to have your back. How Buck called in and was talking about his haircut, and you didn't like that because that's a condition that you don't have to deal with, having hair. So, like...
As frequently as Steve-O and I do.
Right. And so...
You touch your face hair and your body hair more than we do.
That's true.
So it kind of evens out.
Right.
You're
and
such a liar.
It's kind of like it was like the old Play-Doh thing. Like like it used to squeeze out the top, but now it just all squeezes out the face and back.
I hate both of you.
But see
It's
how
okay,
you don't
dude.
like
They
that?
have that
Oh, look at the time. We gotta
ad
go.
I saw on Instagram for the back shaver. It looks like a back scratcher.
Did you buy
but
me?
it's a razor.
Did you buy me that?
No.
Why
want
didn't
me
you?
to?
Yeah, I asked you to buy it for me last time.
Wow.
All right, that's what you're getting for your birthday.
Appreciate
you're
it.
getting the back shaver.
If you could order
And the
right now, I'd
head-
appreciate it.
And I'm going to get you the head blade as well.
You know what? Give me the head blade.
Buck, are you rolling deep in a new caddy?
No. Did Ryan Booty tell you that he was trying to get me to buy that?
No, I don't know. Somebody just asked me to ask you about your new caddy.
Oh, that's that's Booty. He works at a car dealership. And he's trying to get me to buy this caddy that they have. And
No.
I told him I don't need it. And
No.
it's my car.
Yeah.
Yes, you don't need it.
I don't need it. That would be wasteful.
No one needs that. Yeah, exactly.
We
Very
did.
wasteful.
We did mention your name earlier this morning, so I don't know if you'll get a text message later on. I mentioned the. You were sponsored at one point by the Barry Ramo portion control plate.
No, that's
so.
not. That is
A lot of people wanted to
Did
know.
you tell everybody that you were sponsored by? You had an endorsement for Bosley Hair Club for Men?
Yeah, because you signed me up, you jerk. We gotta go.
I didn't sign you up for it.
You know what? Goodbye.
Oh my gosh!
He did sign me up, a liar.
Guys, Dex is so sensitive.
I am not. I'm just sick of him being so sensitive, and then as soon as I just, he just comes at me all the time, and I take it.
Man, I love it.
Just saying, it's not fair. I just wanted to be treated equally. Okay, guys, we're done with the show.
Yep.
Thank you so much for being a part of the show, Starmy, Facebook Live, Sam, Mark, YouTube. Thank you so much. Thank you for the voicemails, too. We had some great voicemails. If you missed that, it's on demand. We'll upload the show on YouTube and Facebook Live. We'll upload it. You can watch the whole thing there. Also through iTunes, star88.fm. Guys, it's Thursday tomorrow.
Wow. Don't forget, all day, air day. When somebody asks you, what day is it?
It is Wednesday, my dude.
Bye-bye.
5-year-old's favorite day.
Okay, bye.
Woo!
That's all we got. There ain't no more. That's right. Time is tight. It's the end of the show.
I'm Heidi, and here's what's happening. What's better than celebrating the Lord's resurrection with thousands of fellow believers while the sun comes up at UNM Stadium?